And the weather, feeling very windy today with outbreaks of light rain across the south of England. There's also heavy rain in the far north of Scotland, which is what that sounds like. Elsewhere, it'll be cloudy with some sunshine. Doesn't really make a noise. Top temperature today, 19 degrees. 6:30 now. Time for the Chris Moyles Show.
The clock has stopped its ticking. The day is finally here. The Christmas show is about to end, and all the team are here. By 10 o'clock this morning, the show will be no more. And security from the BBC will frog march us out the door. So before we go, please join us. Everyone sing along. It's the way we started every show. It's the final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. So for the last time, we're gonna sing to you. For the last time, we're gonna sing Good Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Thanks for listening to the show. We're glad you liked our style. And thanks to you, you made our show the best thing on the dial. The bosses say we're past it, but you know that they're wrong. So stand up proud and sing it loud. The final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. The final cheesy song. Good morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. Morning from the Chris Moyles Show. International Radio 1. International Radio 1.
Wow.
A big one.
Everyone all right?
Yeah. Whoa.
I'm on the edge.
Alad?
Are you?
Oh, he is.
Within 3 seconds of that starting, Alad was on the edge.
Do you know what? I'm just knackered, if I'm awfully honest.
Are you?
Yeah, that's the greatest emotion that's filling my body is just tiredness.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we peaked rather soon yesterday on the show.
I'm great. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I can
And
see.
Alad rang me. Alad rings me every morning and wakes me up. And some mornings I'm awake, and more often than not, I'm not. I'm asleep. And this morning I was up. And I answered the phone, I went, "Good morning, mate." And he went, "Yeah, it's 5:15. There you go."
Nothing more to say, really.
That's all I've got to say.
That's everything from me.
And I'm like, "All right, well, look, I'm up, so I'll let you know when I'm on my way in." Okay, bye-bye. You're struggling, were you?
Well, you seemed all right when I came in. You were quite
Do you know
bouncy.
what was nice was that there were a few technical issues this morning, and there's nothing to replace emotion and anger. So
I find that.
Yeah.
Cake?
that got me.
If you're going to cry, get angry.
It is great. I'm in a good place. But then I had a couple of emails before we started. A
Good
few
emails,
texts.
yeah.
Amazing emails, which I'll share with you later.
Good.
We're #1 trending in the UK, which you know
Already?
for me just pushes me over the edge alone.
Yes, you do like that.
Yeah.
Will just spoke in my ear. What? Oh, I had to turn my little monitor on.
So yeah.
Now, we are on the red button, and we're on the BBC big screens around the UK, and we're on people's mobile phones all around the UK, and we're on the radio and website around the world,
Yeah.
and we're on the radio. So we should switch the cameras on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the final time let's switch on the Chris Moyles Show cameras. Hi!
There we are.
Hi there. I've got a nice, big, fat new camera.
Have you?
Yeah.
Are these all new, these cameras?
Well, the big circular things. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never had them before.
Hello.
That's kind of like Dave Nostril cam.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
How do if I sit lower, is it less nostrily?
Keep going.
Well, why don't you
Keep
just
going.
adjust your seat instead?
Keep going. Look, he'll follow you.
Follows me around like Big Brother, which I don't like very much.
No one will be able to see my face today, which is good for a lot of people, possibly. Look.
No, look there.
Look, there's a microphone right in the middle of my face.
Oh, I could do that as well, couldn't I? I could just go here, like that.
Yeah, that's good.
So we just all do. Is that what we're all going to do now? The final show.
There we go.
Hi there. So,
Hello.
Dave, how were you out last night or did you stay in?
No, I was in last night. Had a quiet one.
Your eyes look tired. I'm just looking at them now.
They are tired.
Yeah.
Can you see my eyes?
If
If I get like that, then you can't see my eyes, can you?
No. And Dominic, you look great.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Look at that.
But look at your eyes.
Yeah, you can't see anything. That's good. That's a great shot.
I've had my teeth whitened, especially. Look.
Oh, they look lovely.
Thank you.
They're really white.
Thank you very much. Right, so you can watch us this morning. Please send us a message. The text number is 81199. 81199. Dev just say. And thanks to Dev, by the way.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
don't get a
Yeah.
chance to see
Dev.
him.
Thanks, Dev.
He was saying the text messages are going crazy already.
And he had some lovely words to say about the show, so thank you.
That's very sweet. Thank you, Dev. 81199. What?
So I just realised actually won't see him now, and he's probably gone home, hasn't he?
He might not have done. We might run out and see him.
Anyway,
Let us know if you're still here, Dev.
Yeah, if you're here, come and say.
Oh, he's still here. All right, come in and say goodbye,
Come in
dude.
for a hug.
On Twitter, it's at Chris Moyles Show. If you want to send us a Twitter message, at Chris Moyles Show on Twitter. 81199 on your mobile phone. Loads of messages. See, we're trending in the UK.
Yeah.
Number one, you said.
By
wasn't it?
Chris Moyles Show, number one, and also Chris Moyles. But the hashtags for today are hashtag by Chris Moyles Show, hashtag...
As in goodbye, but without
No,
the
not
good.
BUI.
Yeah.
It's not for sale.
No, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Potentially.
Hashtag by Dom, hashtag by Tina, hashtag by Dave, hashtag by Aled, hashtag by Chris.
oh,
That's
really?
a
We've
lot
done
of
them all?
hashtags.
So we're going to go through all of them today and see,
Yeah,
that's
see
a
if
lot,
we can
isn't
get
it?
them
Yeah.
trending.
Yeah.
That's nice. All right.
Wow.
So lots of Twitter messages this morning already coming in. It's Chester's birthday today. He's 6.
yes.
Chester is Davina McCall's and my beautiful, lovely little boy. So he wasn't born when we started on the show.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Happy birthday, Chester.
Happy birthday, Chester!
Happy birthday. Hey, Dev.
Hey, Dev.
Hey, Dev.
How are you?
Great.
Come for a hug.
Say goodbye. Is
Come
that
on.
all right? All right, I didn't want to interrupt.
Bye.
There's Dev. Lovely Dev. Come on, Dev.
Come here, bring it in.
Yeah. Oh, let's have a hug up.
There it is.
Oh, hey, Dev, and I tell you what, you know, this will be yours in what could be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. You know, you'll get a go at it.
All right, I look forward to it.
So, how was your show this morning?
It was good.
Come here.
Right towards the end, everyone was just sending in texts for you lot.
Sorry.
Forgot about me.
I'm
It's all
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry, dude.
But this is it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's all finished now. It's like the last one.
Are you going to miss us?
I am. I'm gonna miss you. You know, your
Why
good
don't-
hand gestures for the class.
Why don't you leave with us in a kind of vote?
Come with us.
A protest?
Yeah,
Yes.
like solidarity,
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey.
Thanks for everything.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I would
And
say
good luck.
goodbye and hug the
Bye,
rest
bye,
of you,
bye.
but it's gonna take up time.
It's not goodbye. It's
See ya.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hashtag by Chris Moyles.
Anyway, I'm gonna run off.
Thanks, Dad.
Cheers, Dad.
Hi, Dev.
So get this, right? We've already... I won't do this for the whole show. Promise. It's been replaced now. By Dom is now the number one trending. There you
Really?
go. And then by Tina, then by Chris.
Wowzers.
So yeah.
And by McFly Day.
Hey, hello. Hello.
Oh, we got McFly Day today.
What about me?
It's the last McFly day.
Hang
Makes
on,
sense,
hang on.
doesn't
So the top 10 in the UK on Twitter, without really giving it pushes, by Dom, by Tina, by Chris, Chris Moyles, Duchess of Cambridge, Radio 1,
Is she- where's she
by
going?
McFly Day. She's going to court.
Bye bye, the
don't
Duchess of Kent.
Cambridge.
Cambridge, sorry.
So happy birthday, Chester. What else we got? Rob DJ sent a Twitter message. This is it, the end of an era. And Tina the Healy's tweeted. And Davina McCall has tweeted. And Ed Sheeran has sent me a little message saying, good luck, mate, have a good one, which is very sweet. And Richard, who sings our jingles, he's bought a little in-ear digital radio so he can listen to the show on a plane.
Yeah.
Which the airline have been very accommodating.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And he just had a lovely text in as well with a picture saying, "Bye team, we love you all," from Tom, Christine, Karis, Holly and Emily. And they've got a picture of them all with the Chris Moore show on the big telly screen.
I love that.
That's nice.
They're all there
that's
in what
nice.
looks like their lounge, and it's all on a massive great plasma, and they've got a message for us all there on a piece of paper. And
Wow.
It's lovely. Thank
Throughout
you.
the morning.
We can all see the text because yesterday I didn't really see the text messages. So I don't know how many we got yesterday. I don't know. I remember looking over at one point and just seeing page after page of us on people's TVs at home.
Yeah.
So if you are watching us on the TV, thank you. Give us a hug.
Now,
Come on.
send in a photo because don't do that, Chris.
Why?
That's too close.
Too close.
There are two things you can do today. You can have your name scroll along the bottom of the screen on the feed.
I love it when that happens.
So if you send us a message at Chris Moyles
Do
Show.
you want us to do your name first?
Ah, I love that. It's like proper.
What's that noise?
It's excitement.
so you can
I
be
do
on the
like that.
last show.
It's like a crap
basically.
Tarzan.
Send a tweet or send a text to 81199. You
Yeah.
can have your name on the last show on the video feed and maybe send in photos. You never know. We might get your photo up there
Wow,
too.
that's good, isn't it? This is good, isn't it?
Isn't technology clever?
It really is. I don't really understand how it works. I know you don't.
Do you know what gets me? Is when I think about things like this is the last time I'm going to read the sport with Dom, doing the news and sport
True.
together.
It's the last time I'm going to read the news on Radio
Are
1.
you not doing the 8:30?
No, but I mean today,
Oh,
the
sorry.
whole show.
Yeah. Will you cry, Tina?
Yeah. Do you know, yesterday, I think it was James Corden's
Corden,
speech
yeah.
that set me off
Yeah.
a little bit.
A lot of people said
everybody
that,
said
actually.
that, didn't they?
He was great, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You got waterproof mascara on?
Yes.
Yes, I have. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I have.
all-
No, I
all
have.
of us, I think.
I have.
Yeah. I spoke to James yesterday, and I was saying, mate, I didn't think you would come in. Thank you so much. What a lovely surprise. He went, I wouldn't miss it for the world, big dog. I said it was your words that seemed to get everybody yesterday.
Everyone said that.
today. And he was like, well, you know, blah, 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 blah. Can I just say we've had the most amount of text messages we've ever had in the first 12 minutes of being on air.
Thank you very much.
We love it. We really love it. It does feel like some weird victory for me. I don't know if anyone else feels the same, but
How
it
do you
does fit in the sense that when we were given the show, a lot of people went, oh yeah, and like that's going to turn around Radio 1's misfortune in the morning. I don't think so. And I've got articles which I kept from people going, yeah, right. I'll give it like 6 months. And all the flack that we've taken, all the, you know, and like, I'm not talking about criticism or bad reviews. I'm talking about the crap. I'm talking about people writing stuff about the show when they don't listen to the show and all of that. You know, front page of The Sun for supposedly being fired, all of this business. And we just got through all of it. And here we all are celebrating us. But you know what I mean?
Again.
I kind of know exactly what you mean.
If you want to know how long...
And I'm really proud. I'm like, you know, and all our listeners who are like, because I think when you're a listener to this show and you're a fan of the show, you do encounter on a regular basis, or when you've said that you're a big fan of the Chris Moore Show, having to almost justify your statement,
Yeah.
which I've always thought was a bit bizarre. And I genuinely do think I know that the show's not for everyone. It's not everyone's taste because not everyone loves everything.
No, of course.
I get that. But I do think a lot of the reputation that I have and the show has comes from lazy journalists just rehashing old material. Yesterday, there was a really nice piece in The Guardian about me, and they used a picture from like 2003.
The one where you're trying to eat the microphone.
Well, no, before that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, you know, it's little things like that. It was like, I never get that.
It was a good article, though, wasn't it? I read the article.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
And so I do think that there's a negative tag and a negative kind of feeling about the show from people who've never really heard it. I'm cool with people who have heard it and go, I have listened to it enough that I can justify that it's rubbish.
I hate it. But no, but you're right, though, because certain people, if they do like the show, they've almost got to justify the fact that they're not a moron and an idiot. They're actually semi-intelligent with, you know.
So, thank you to everyone who's listened and supported us. And I, by the way, I have nothing written down or planned to say at the end of the show. I have no big speech. I will just... I haven't planned anything. I just thought something will come out. As it kind of turns out, I'm saying something now. So,
Well,
I'm very proud of everyone on the show and the team. They've been brilliant. And our audience have been brilliant. And I struggle with the word... using the word fans sometimes, because the radio DJs don't have fans. They might have loyal listeners, but they don't really have fans per se. Not many radio DJs do, but we do. We've got a massive, die-hard following of fans. And I wrote that on Twitter last night and just thought, well, we do. So thanks very much. And with that, I'm leaving early. Bye-bye.
no, please
God,
don't.
do you know what? For a minute then, I thought you were going to play a song.
Turn it in, Dave.
Like 1:45. Imagine.
Someone emailed us yesterday to point out that yesterday's show was 8 years, 8 months, and 8 days
No way, really?
on air.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
We should have known that. We could have had T-shirts made with
That should have been
888
our
on.
last day,
Yeah.
really, shouldn't it? Oh, well.
888.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've just been working out. So anyway, hello to everyone who's watching, wherever you are around the UK. Maybe you're outside the UK. Maybe the other side of the world watching on the website. Thank you very much for tuning in. I don't know what's on today's show. I don't know if we have. I don't know what we've got.
No, neither do
I
I.
know it's just us.
No idea.
Talking
Me neither.
rubbish and having
Can
a
I
laugh.
jump in then and say there are a couple of little surprises, but yesterday was the celeb guests.
Yes.
There's no celeb guests.
Right, yeah.
Right.
There's no massive, thing at all. It's us, basically.
Us and the
with the
listeners.
odd little thing.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get as many listeners on our last show as possible, because you guys have been there for the whole thing, so thank you.
Yay.
But there will be the odd little surprise, obviously.
Okay.
Are we going to wake up all in a shower together and Andy Parfit is lying in bed asleep going, I've got to go to work at Radio 1, and we're going to go, oh, that was weird.
That was weird. I think pride is the emotion that I've got rather than proper sadness. I don't feel sad
No, I don't.
at all. I am very proud of what we've done, because 8.5 years is a long time to do any job. But getting up at 4:30 in the morning for 8.5 years doing this type of job, it's a hell of an achievement, I think, genuinely.
You know, before Radio 1, I worked at Capital Radio.
Yeah.
And I worked there for 53 weeks. And before Capital Radio, I worked for a stream of radio stations. And from the first radio station I started at, in my local station, Leeds, Radio Air, I was there as a T-boy and all that. And then I got on the radio, and I worked on the radio for about a year and a half, something like that. Then I went to work for Radio Luxembourg. And after 9 months, it closed down. Then I went to work for the Pulse in Bradford, and after 11 months, I got fired.
Yeah.
Then I went to work for Signal Radio in Stoke, and after 11 and a half months, I got fired.
Fired again.
Then I went to work for Chiltern Radio, and after 6 weeks, they got taken over. New people kept me. I stayed for 1 year. When I got to Capital, I stayed for 53 weeks. And I was delighted that I'd managed to last longer than a year somewhere. And then I went to Radio 1, and that was 15 years ago. This is the longest job. I've been here longer than I went to school.
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
That is an achievement.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm so institutionalized.
Yeah.
I might just turn up Monday morning and just clean.
Isn't that weird, though, when you say, we've been here longer than we spent at school?
Yeah.
I can vividly remember the first time you walked in the studio before your first ever show.
Really?
Yeah, well, I was here, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was working on the show beforehand.
Yeah.
Do you remember taking photos of each other on the first day?
Who? Us?
We took photos, Polaroids of us on our first day.
on the breakfast show?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Did we?
yes. Did
Yeah, we did. They're around upstairs.
They sit on the wall on the pillar next to
Oh,
Alan's.
is that from the first day?
Second
then?
desk.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
My mum nicked mine when she was in the office yesterday
Right.
for keeps. But Rachel's is there, and I think a few of us are there.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I really want Alan to go this morning. I really want you to cry
easy.
today.
There's no doubt in my mind that
I
he'll
almost
cry.
went when Dave said such nice stuff yesterday, because he never says nice stuff
Yeah,
to
when
me.
you said nice stuff.
Yeah.
So he said nice stuff yesterday.
We should say as well,
Just nice stuff.
I do sometimes say nice stuff, not very often,
I
I
know.
grant you, but
to you, Pippa and Freya, for yesterday as well. It was
Exactly.
Yeah,
brilliant.
man.
Well done.
And
Alice.
Jenny, don't forget
fantastic.
Jenny.
Jenny
from the blog.
It was like, we were describing it as Aled, like Charlie's Angels. There was the 3 girls and me, and for the last 3 weeks, we've just been here day and night. But it was worth it in the end. And the people who turned up backstage, you know how sometimes big egos and stuff, you get the odd story about
You might Sarah Cox, aren't you?
difficult artists. Well, you know, no names.
She's bad news.
But yesterday had apparently the best feel backstage. Everyone was lovely.
Finally, everybody, and then, like somebody said, Lynn was saying to me yesterday, she goes, "Oh, it was really nice." And then Rizzle Kicks came up on the balcony, and I'm like, "When?" She's like, "At the end," because they wanted to watch the end of the show.
Yeah.
I said, "What? They stayed?" She goes, "Yeah, they stayed. Pretty much everybody stayed till 10 o'clock."
Yeah, they did. James
Yeah.
Corden was
James
on the
Corden went
balcony
on the balcony,
too.
yeah.
Actually, I didn't realise.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Billy.
know that.
My kids got photos of them with Rizzle Kicks and stuff. They were over the moon.
Ah.
Couldn't believe it.
No, yesterday I thought it was a stunning
was
show
so
yesterday all
special.
round. So
I went for, we did some bits and bobs and met a few people, signed a few pictures, went outside and then met a couple from Texas who had flown over,
Yeah.
especially to be around for the last couple of
Incredible.
shows.
Amazing.
And they didn't apply for tickets because I think you had to be a UK resident,
Yeah.
so they didn't apply. So I said, well, why don't you just come in and sit at the back for the last little bit, which was really nice. So they did. And then went for lunch with some mates and we were all talking about it. And then I had to go and work. It's like the reality of life, which just continues. And I had to then I was dressed as Herod at 9 o'clock last night in a rehearsal room somewhere in London, going, it's my last show tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know.
that's weird.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, man.
First surprise of the day. Little surprise.
A flasher.
Are we hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Honestly, starving.
Yeah, I'm starving as
Dom,
well.
you don't think he's got you your favourite morning dish?
Sweet and sour
King prawn balls.
No.
Who is it?
This is
see.
John, who is one of Jamie Oliver's top chefs.
Morning, John.
No way.
Morning, John.
Morning, John.
And Jamie Oliver sent him in to cook us some sausage and bacon rolls.
Amazing.
It's very, well, hang on, in the building?
In the den, where there's a
Joking.
kitchen.
Remember that time we got told off from
I
a
know.
toaster?
It's fine.
Oh, thank you. Cheers, John.
That's really nice.
Thanks, pal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie, as well.
Thank you
Yes.
very much.
So what would everyone want?
Hey,
Sausage
John,
and
what,
bacon.
John,
I love this already.
Where do you work? 15? Which one?
Barbacoa.
Oh, barbacoa.
Barbacoa.
We've been there. Nice.
Where are you from, John?
Been there a few times.
Did you say barbacoa? He works in barbacoa? Well, thank you, John. Nice to meet you. Oh,
you, John.
wicked. What a nice thing.
Already this morning's going to be
I
amazing.
told you that would be handy, being friends with Jamie Oliver at some time or another.
Already, this is my favourite show.
He's in proper Chef Whites and everything.
You know, Dave is very, very close with Dom Perignon.
Yeah. Me and Dom go way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go karting together.
And
Did you?
one of Tina's friends, Chris Towell.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a little message out on air to Will to see if we're thinking the same.
Oh.
So yeah. So
Thinking the same. No one thinks the same as Will Kinder.
if Will and I are on the
Let's hope.
on message here, unfortunately Jamie Oliver couldn't come in himself. He wanted to come in. He's not around.
The
Hence
guy's
why,
never around. He's always working.
hence why he sent John.
Oh, I love that.
I'm
That's
happy
very
with
sweet
John.
of him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, John.
Thank you. That's very kind.
I can't hear that. Was
He
Will
said
say?
ready.
Okay, Will, go for it.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Chris Moyles and everyone at the Radio 1 team. I just want to do a big shout out of love on Chris's last day at Radio 1. Man, the longest serving DJ on Radio 1. Phenomenal. What an incredible time and what a brilliant job you've done. Well done, mate. I'm really excited about what you do next. Of course, you've got TV and all sorts of films, all sorts of stuff going on. And you're always welcome to come back to Mr. Oliver, who taught you to cook.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So listen, if you and the Radio 1 team want to come down to one of the restaurants, send me one of those dirty little texts and you can come down and yes, you can have a meal on me. No worries. Lots of love, man. Take care.
Cheers, Jamie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jamie.
Top fella.
And yes, I will be doing that.
Next Tuesday.
Tina's already texted him.
Walking in with all your family going, have you met the manager of
Extended to
Barbican? Have you
Heelys.
met the Chris Moyles show before? No, I'm new. This is Dominic. Oh, I didn't. You look completely different.
Yeah.
And this is Dave. And this is Alan.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
That's really nice. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim Bobs.
Really
Thank
nice.
you.
This is a good day already,
I love
isn't it?
it.
Yeah.
Not even 7 o'clock.
Tell you what.
Tears of
Stop
happiness.
crying. I'm going to get eaten. Love it.
I'm just thinking, what was I going to have for my breakfast
Oh,
today?
There you go.
yeah. I'm going to go sausage.
I was going to say, diets are off now, aren't they, today?
Gaz on the M42. He goes, hi, team. 18-stone trucker and a right mess. All the best, Gaz.
Thanks, guys.
He's obviously having a tear up.
Thanks.
You'll be all right, Gaz. Just keep on trucking. Hey, we should play the truck driving song.
Yes, can we?
Oh, I think I lost that.
You love the truck driving song.
It's about my other half. And he doesn't wear high heels.
Really?
Was it about an ex?
It was about him, no meal.
Yeah, but I thought he loved that song. Did you not?
He's probably never heard it, to be fair.
But do you not like it anymore?
I don't know.
You sound very
that not make
Californian
you
when you
cry?
said that.
Do you know what?
I'm going to say I don't know.
I'm going to say don't know.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong? Talk to me.
Nothing.
No, go on.
No, nothing's
Is it
wrong.
going?
No,
Is it going to make
let
you
it
cry?
Come on, let it out.
actually.
Let it out. Let it out.
You'll feel better.
Think how much work you put into this show.
Get it off your chest.
And now it's all over, sunshine.
No, I'm not there yet, actually.
Think about that build-up of emotion like a pressure cooker inside your heart.
Think about this.
Let it explode.
When your paycheck comes in for the end of September, it will only have 1.5 weeks' wages on it.
Yeah, he's gone.
I know. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Gone to
Aled,
mess.
your Twitter followers are going to halve.
Aled, say goodbye to morning payments.
Oh, yeah.
The Twitter thing, that was low blow, so to speak, Tina.
Trying to make him cry, not put him in casualty.
Hit him where it hurts.
It'll happen later. I will cry.
So good morning to everybody listening, wherever you are. Good morning to everybody who's watching on the screen. Good morning to you. If we're sitting in your lap and you're watching on your phone, because you can watch on your phone. Now I've got Wi-Fi here, so I should see how easy it is to watch. So I've got an iPhone. So what I did was I made a shortcut link to the Radio 1 website, because Radio 1 doesn't have an app. So, but you can make a shortcut, so it looks
Bugs
like
me,
an
by
app.
the way. That really
You
bugs
ready?
me.
Let's just show you this, right? So press Radio 1, BBC loading, right? And then it should say, Carly Rae Jepsen, Reading and Leeds, Innuendo Bingo.
We're normally front page.
But it's so easy on the website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. Or you could just listen like the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your ears.
That's fun too, isn't it?
Thanks to the 10,000 text messages that we've had already.
Wow.
Which we've never had in half an hour before.
Now, there you go. Front page.
What? On the... do you have it on the shortcut?
Actually, I don't. I just pressed my Radio 1 link in my favourites.
That's what I did. I can listen, though. I can listen to the show. I can listen, though. I can listen to the show. Oh, I hate his voice.
Who is that bloke?
He's a nobody.
They're finishing soon, apparently.
Oh, and about time, too. Big Ed. Do you want to play a song before the news, or do you just want to get into it?
Yeah, let's.
What do you
Because I've
think?
got a feeling to talk to you about.
Yeah, okay. Really?
Nothing major.
Discuss
just,
our breakfast
jingles and
order.
stuff.
It's our last Chris Moyles show ever in the morning on Radio 1 this month. So thank you for tuning in. 81199 on the text, at Chris Moyles Show on Twitter. It's the last one, and we're on live till 10 o'clock.
I love that.
What's all our favourite songs? Did you put your list in?
No.
Did you?
No.
List.
Did you put your list of your favourite songs in for this show?
Did you?
And stuff you, it's Shed 7 and Level 42 non-stop till 10.
Is it all your favourite songs?
Yeah, not really. I did look down and go, oh, wicked, Chase and Status, Blind Faith, I love that. And then thought, are they all our favourite songs? And then I looked through and went, I think it's just random radio
look at the
affair.
list.
However,
Well, Chloe has tried to think for us.
now, yeah, but she's scary. Katy Perry, Rudimental, Fun, period. I love that, right? Rihanna, Plan B, Maroon 5. And then you've got Flo Rida, Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj.
You said you like it.
And don't worry as well, on top of that, I have my Now CDs from the 80s and 90s.
There you go.
Do you know what? The music's actually really good. Not that we're going to get through half of it, but it's good.
Is there only 2 on there?
No.
Does anybody want to choose a number between 1 and 10 on this pile of CDs I've got?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, terrible year. Disc 1 or disc 2?
Disc 1.
Go
Disc
1.
1.
Disc
It's
2's
got to be the
always...
best stuff on one.
Between 1 and 18, give me a track.
9.
9.
Stinker.
Oh, no, awful.
Stinker.
You won't
Okay,
even know it.
3.
Oh.
Wasn't how I saw this.
I'm going to play it after the news, sport and the weather.
Okay.
There's a clip.
I won't say anything. I'll just play the beginning of the song. You randomly chose it on the second attempt. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
All right. Let's do the news. A final Chris Moyles show ever. We're all here till 10 o'clock. Thank you for listening.
Listen, watch.
Thank you for watching.
This is BBC Radio 1.
3 minutes past 7.
Arrests are made over the death of a US ambassador.
And Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United a season earlier.
Newsbeat.
Authorities in Libya have arrested several people following the deadly attack which killed the country's US ambassador. Christopher Stevens died on Tuesday. It's as protests have continued to spread across North Africa and the Middle East over a US-made film that's said to be anti-Muslim. Here's Newsbeat's Steve Holden.
The protests began in Egypt, but the footage has now angered people in countries such as Iran, Iraq and Libya. A trailer of the film, which was made in the US, had been dubbed into Arabic and was promoted online. American officials say the video is no excuse for violence, but they have criticised its content.
In other news, the fallout following the release of secret papers on the Hillsborough disaster is continuing. There are now calls for a former MP to be stripped of his knighthood. Sir Irvin Patnick was identified as a source for a story in The Sun that suggested Liverpool fans were to blame for the 1989 disaster. He's now apologised, but the Mayor of Liverpool, Joe Anderson, says it's not enough.
The damage that he caused to the families and the tarnishing of this city's reputation is incalculable, really.
Royal officials say they are saddened and disappointed after the French version of Closer magazine published topless photos of the Duchess of Cambridge today. The pictures were apparently taken while Kate was on holiday with Prince William in France last week. The government's suggesting British troops could be withdrawn from Afghanistan more quickly than previously thought. Defence Secretary Philip Hammond says a rethink is going on about how many troops are needed. Here's Newsbeat's Anthony Baxter.
The government wants all troops home by the end of 2014. 500 are expected back by Christmas, leaving 9,000 still in the country. But Philip Hammond's comments suggest it may be possible to bring more people back sooner. He told the Guardian newspaper that military commanders are surprised by how Afghan forces are now taking the lion's share of the combat role in the country.
And weather forecasters say they can now predict cold winter weather a whole season ahead with much more confidence. The Met Office says it's developed a computer program to detect changes in the atmosphere 50 miles above the Earth.
So you're telling us the big news is that they can now tell us that future winters will be cold.
A whole season ahead, they can predict when it's going to get really cold.
You're telling me they'll be able to predict that the next winter we have will be chilly?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Will it also be able to predict that maybe next summer is slightly warmer than winter?
Possibly.
Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United a season earlier. The player says he was urged to stay at Old Trafford by Sir Alex Ferguson a year ago, but went on to make only 4 first-team appearances.
Yes, in hindsight, probably that extra year might have been better if I had moved in many ways, but in saying that, I was injured for most of that last year, so it might not have mattered anyway.
Cycling Mark Cavendish and Bradley Wiggins need to make up lost ground going into the 6th stage of the Tour of Britain heading into Wales. The pair are both more than 11 minutes behind the overall leader, Lee Howard, and he's from Australia. England bowler James Anderson says he'll respect any decision made over the future of Kevin Peterson. The batsman was dropped from the Test squad after sending texts about teammates to rival players. And former world champion Ricky Hatton is expected to confirm that he's out of retirement this morning. Hatton hasn't been in the ring since being knocked out by Manny Pacquiao in May 2009. The British Boxing Board of Control will give him a licence after he completes a medical.
And the weather. Very windy today. Outbreaks of light rain across the south of England. Also some heavy rain in the far north of Scotland. Elsewhere, cloudy with some sunshine. And top temperature, 19 degrees today. It is 7 minutes past 7.
no, I said I'd do the little thing, didn't I? Tina, you randomly chose a song, right?
Yeah.
Let's hear what you chose, seriously. This is what you chose, Tina.
I know what this is.
I don't yet.
Sing.
If this world is wearing thin and you're thinking of escape, what is this? I'll go anywhere with you.
Is it that one?
I don't know.
Just wrap me up in chains.
It's quite appropriate.
But if you try to go alone,
For you, Tina.
don't think I'll
Like, only for you.
This is Tina's song to us because she chose it. You ready?
Stay with me.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
See what he did there?
Yeah. I didn't even know it. Stay with me. Stay with me.
It's an amazing. Out of all them CDs that you could have chosen to pick that one, and when I cue, you know, you put your CD in, it always cues up track one automatically.
Yeah.
This is track one, which is "End of the Road" by Royce Tibet.
It's like a whole Chris Moore Show album.
I would have preferred that one, actually.
Yeah, this is yours,
Track
Charlie.
2 is "Too Much Talking," and track 4 is "Where's the Punchline."
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at home.
Oh, really?
This is your doorbell, isn't it? When you ring your doorbell, this is what plays. Oh, come in, make yourself comfortable.
Someone at the door.
Try my leather carpets.
I don't have leather carpet.
You got leather carpets in your kitchen.
I imagine everywhere to be covered with suede.
Yeah.
Are you going to sing,
I've got
Tina?
suede cushions, actually.
I know.
Suede cushions.
Don't know the words.
Go on, you know the chorus. Here we go. Tina the Healy, everybody.
To the end of the road.
Wow. Can't let go. We're the only thing on Radio 1 right now. That's right. Say that, Skrillex. Thank you.
Tina, that was emotional.
Yeah.
That's the last time that's ever going to happen.
Good. And Tina, we'll do this joke for the last time. What did you do with all the money, Tina?
Huh?
What did you do with all the money?
I don't know. What did I do with all the money?
No, you say what money?
More money.
What money?
Tina, for the last time, what did you do with the money?
What money?
The money your mother gave you for singing lessons. There you go.
They're taking us off.
That joke has worked since 1997.
Oh, yeah.
So if you just switched on, good morning. We are on the radio around the world. We're on the Radio 1 website around the world. You can watch it live wherever you are in the world. You can watch us on your mobile phone in the UK. You can watch us on the red button on the TVs. You might be sitting at home in your PJs watching us before you go to work. Good morning. It's the last one. It's the last show. 81199 is the text number if you want to send us a text. 81199. Do you want to know how many we've had today?
Yes, please.
15,000.
Oh, wow.
15,000
15,000.
in just over half an hour.
Yes.
It's going to be a big show.
Yeah.
At Chris Moyles Show on Twitter, if you want to send us a message. And Facebook.com is The Chris Moyles Show. Twitter is at Chris Moyles Show. Text number is 81199. So Jamie Oliver has already sent us a message. He can't be here, but he's lent us one of his chefs, John.
John, yeah.
John works at Barbacoa. And so John is cooking us our breakfast this morning, which is very nice.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait either. It's just what I fancy, actually.
It's good, isn't it?
We have a little surprise coming up after the next two songs.
Oh.
Which you're going to like.
Are you going to moonwalk?
Oh, did you see that yesterday?
Yeah, you were amazing.
that was
Did
good,
you
that.
moonwalk?
Hang on, how did I miss her?
I missed that.
It was in front of the red curtain yesterday before we let everybody in.
Oh, I see, right.
Bal had said the floor was a bit sticky.
Yeah.
Wasn't ideal moonwalking
That
floor.
wasn't anything to do with
Sorry
him.
about that.
Yeah, it was an emotional show.
Pre-show ritual that I have.
Yep.
All right, should we just play some music?
Yeah.
Do it.
Now, have we got any jingles?
So the top row, but they're instrumental.
These?
Yeah, you can't really have any words today, so it's just with the
What,
outtag.
these?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. So that one isn't, but those two are just...
Oh. Well, should we just play this?
So that one's appropriate for today.
Yeah, let's play this one. Let's not have... Let's milk that for later. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, go! By the way, these jingles will be available for a re-sing. Sandy, is that right? If anybody wants them.
Okay, so it works.
What is it, Abbey Road?
It really is by Chris Moore's show, isn't it?
Yeah, you can buy everything. One Road Travel, Birthday Corner, it's all going.
The greatest show on radio is coming off the air. It's not cause we are tired, it's cause Chris has got grey hair. They say we're just too old, they say we have to go. So please tune in to our new show on Smooth Radio. Yeah! Chris Moyles Show, you ain't getting any better than this.
Damn Skippy.
BBC Radio 1.
So for the final time.
Hello.
Today is...
Friday.
Sing it, Holly.
International Radio 1.
Thank you, Holly. Bless you. Rudimental. Love that track. Absolutely love. Feel the love on Radio 1. Roger the Trucker says, thanks for all the laughs and the memories.
That's his name, isn't it?
Yes. Actually, he did say, thanks for the memories and the laughter, Roger the Trucker. So, I mean,
who knows?
Could have been a final show feature idea, but...
we'd never get that past, would we?
Never. Well, thanks for all the messages that are coming in. 81199. We are reading them and looking through them all and stuff. And my girl was 6 months old when he started the mornings. She now has her first boyfriend. All the best from the Lava family.
I can relate to that. Finn was 6 months old when I started this show.
Now he's married, isn't he?
No, he's married. No,
he's chief executive of...
Heinz.
Why did Heinz
from the advert? Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I say hello to Dan, who's listening poolside in Tel Aviv?
Oh, I saw a few messages on Twitter yesterday that were like, I'll be listening by the pool in wherever, Spain, Portugal, Dubai. That's nice.
Dubai.
Yeah. Dubai. Right, Al.
Yes.
What we got?
Right, so we're going to talk to someone now.
Yes.
Who is very close to the team, who has been with us from day one, in fact, before day one, but has never properly been on the show. So if you play number 3, then it'll tell you who it is.
Oh, I think I know who this might be.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
There's only one person that I think that description can apply to.
I haven't got a clue.
I don't know.
So someone that's very, very close to the show team, but they've never been on the show.
They've been on the show, but never properly
Do you want me to say who I think it is?
From before day one.
Shall I play the clip?
Day first, just out of interest.
I would guess that it might be our American voiceover man, Mr. Paul Turner.
Play clip 3.
It's the last ever Chris Moyles show on BBC Radio 1.
And open line 1.
Enjoy it, people.
Is he on the phone? Paul?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last Chris Moyles show.
Wow.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, what do you say, guys? How are you?
Oh, my God. I haven't spoken to you for so long, buddy.
It's been ages, my friend. How are you?
I'm very well. Do you know what? It's just come back to me. How Paul and I used to greet each other when we used to call each other up, and we can't say it on the radio because it's highly offensive. Do you remember? Don't say it, though.
I do remember, but I won't say it.
Paul, I used to ring Paul. Paul would pick the phone and go,
hey, you big sexy man. How are you?
All right, but, you know, sometimes it was way more explicit than that. Where are you? You in Philly?
I am in Philadelphia, actually, just outside of Philadelphia. Same place, same studio, same everything.
You have the best voice in the world, Paul.
Oh, you are too kind.
But you know, he doesn't sound like this normally. He's very high-pitched and girly.
Is he?
He has a voice effect that he puts on.
I did not know that.
Usually I am, but this is completely put on.
So what is it? 11 o'clock at night? Midnight?
You have no idea. I went to sleep early tonight and woke up for the show. It's about 2:30 in the morning here.
Thank
it's about
you.
2:30 in the morning. There's Alec calling me on Skype. So there we go.
Oh my God!
Oh, now,
Let me see if I can see you. Oh, there you are.
Now, do
He looks
you know,
like-
Dominic and Tina have never seen what you look like, and none of our listeners. Are we going to show everyone what he looks like?
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
In my mind, it's Des O'Connor.
There he is.
There is
he is.
Paul Turner!
No way!
Look!
Look at those whites.
Paul, you're white! Look at that!
There we are, ladies and gentlemen. How about that?
Wow, Paul. Hey, you're looking really well.
Yeah,
mate.
you look fantastic.
2 gray hairs around the side, but that's to be expected, I assume.
I would never have thought you looked like that at all, Paul. Incredible.
Look at those guns.
You know,
Well, I met some of you. I met Aled and Dave. Of course, I know
Yes.
Dave very well, but I met you. The last time I saw you guys was when you came to New York back in, I think it was like 06, 05.
05 it was.
yeah.
Yeah, when you did the show from New York, and I hung out with you guys.
Do you
A
know
lot
what-
of you.
do you know
Well,
what?
Chris, you're looking good, brother.
Thank you, my man.
Man, were you working out?
Well, yeah, I'm trying. I think I'm the only breakfast show host that's finishing their time on breakfast in better shape than when they started.
that never
I
happened.
think you're right. I think you're right. Boy, you do not look like a morning show guy. Perfect time to leave.
Thank you. so here's the story of how me and Paul got in touch with each other. When I was a kid at my local radio station, there was an advert in this American trade magazine called Radio and Records, and I used to phone up and get demos of voice people and jingles. And I rang this Paul Turner Productions, and this guy goes, "Paul Turner Productions, hello." And I went, "Oh," because it was in the middle of the night for me. I thought I'd just leave a message and get a tape. And I spoke to Paul and told him I was a DJ on the air at Radio Air in Leeds. Can you send me a tape? And he goes, "Sure." So he sent me this tape. And then a few years later, like 3-4 years later, I made some jingles and stuff for a station. And I needed a cassette. And I had this cassette. And I recorded on the back of it. And the boss listened to what I'd made, turned the tape over and listened to it, and he went, "Who the hell is that guy? That guy's brilliant."
No.
So I called him up. And I went, "Hi, Paul, you probably don't remember me." And he goes, "You're Chris, right?" And I went, "Yeah, from Radio Air in Leeds." And I'm like, "How the hell do you know that?" He goes, "Because you're the only guy who's ever rung me outside of America." And I'm like, wow. And I started using him kind of on and off in 1994.
Wow.
And then regularly from like 96. Which is unbelievable. And I think we started paying him in 2010.
Yeah, eventually.
They're not that consistent.
And he's expecting that check to arrive 2020.
Exactly. It is funny. I mean, that goes a long way back, and it's amazing. The first time you came to America you came to visit me.
I came to stay with Paul, and we'd never met.
Never met, and you came here to America, and I remember taking you to around and showing you some of I live in Philly, of course, right near Valley Forge Park. And I said, this is where we battled you guys back in the 1700s.
Yeah, it was great. And we went running up the rocky steps. And,
we did.
We did everything. And
it was a blast.
And he got tea in for me to drink at the house. I went to stay with Paul twice in 2 separate places. You'd moved for the second time, and I went.
That's right.
And how's you and your health and your family and
everyone is phenomenal. It is everything is great, and we want you to come back and visit us. We're just waiting.
Your daughter's Gwyneth, right?
Yes, good memory. Wow.
Well, because we had a little message from her going, "This is Gwyneth."
That's right.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. How old is she now?
She's now 12 years old.
Oh my God!
No way.
Oh my Lord!
Yeah, that was great.
For those of you watching, that's Paul. I can't believe, and like
you've been the voice of the show all the way, that anybody can remember.
I know, and you know what? I got to say, guys, it has been an absolute blast. I get so many calls from people, across the country there, or all over the UK. I've gotten stuff, jobs from you guys. I've gotten just people writing saying they love the show, and it's amazing. I really don't think anything I've ever done in my entire voiceover career I've ever had any sort of feedback like I've gotten from your show. It's amazing.
Wow.
Well, man, I've loved it. And do you know what? Now that I can see you for the first time in ages, we've got to keep in touch. We really have. We've been rubbish at that. Well, I've been rubbish at keeping in touch. We've got to.
Yeah, well, join the club, brother.
But you look good, dude. You've got guns on you and everything. You never had guns. Look at your arms.
The texters are loving that.
I see someone you right now.
Hey now. Hello,
This is a gun off.
It's a transatlantic gun show.
Look at them apples.
Hello, Cisco.
Hello, Cisco.
Wow.
Inside jokes.
Well, listen, Paul, thank you for coming on the show, and you are right. You're such a massive part of the show, and you've never really been on.
Well, listen, God bless each of you guys, and I know that whatever you do after this is going to be an absolute success. And I personally will miss working with you here at this station, but it has been a blast.
Are there any jobs going at Paul Turner Productions?
Is that what's that? Any job? Yeah, come on over, man. I'll hire you right now.
Yeah, have you got 7?
Are you? What Pro Tools are you running there?
HD, the newest. Yeah, it's a new.
Wow.
Like, the new
Okay.
version.
Right. Well, I'll jet myself up, and
He's
I'm
obviously
coming
doing very
over.
well.
Yeah. Paul, lovely to see you, and we'll catch up next week. We'll have a catch up. That'll be lovely. And
right back at you, Chris. And listen to you and all the guys. The best.
Thank you, Paul.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you, guys.
Can you just give us one more before you go?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chris Moyles Show.
I love that.
Thank you, Paul. Have a great day, and thanks for getting up to do that in the middle of the night.
Thank you, Chris.
Ta-ra,
Take
pal.
care, guys.
Bye. Wow.
That was great.
That's just
well done, Al.
How weird is that for you, Dom? Because
Yeah,
you've
I've
never seen it.
Never seen what he looks like.
And we had
ever.
to do it before we finished. We had to see him.
Thank you for that, Alex.
That was
That's
great.
really nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
How different does he look?
Yeah,
It's
totally.
not what I imagined in any way.
A lot of people on here saying that they thought Paul Turner's very hot.
Yeah,
a lot,
quite
of,
a
a lot of
He's a
female
good-looking man.
admiration.
Good teeth as well.
Good
Do you notice
teeth,
the
good
teeth?
guns.
Teeth and guns.
Do you know what? He was in an accident.
Oh, was he? Is that why?
And lost his front teeth.
I feel bad
had
now.
to have. No, it's fine.
Okay.
And used to. And also, do you want to know a secret about him? I have to do this off
cameras.
mic.
Oh, are you sure
It's all
about
right.
this?
Yeah. They won't see. Is the microphones off?
Yeah, off.
Okay, so. All right, there you go. Ready?
Yeah.
There you go. That's nothing bad. That's very nice.
No, it's a good thing.
I don't
Really
know.
good.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, and seriously, huge, like a baby's arm.
Really?
But they have bigger cars in America.
Sure.
Everything's
Are we
bigger in
back on?
America. Yeah,
Oh, there we
We're
go.
on,
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4.
Wow, Paul Turner, was that fun?
That was great.
I hope that was fun for everyone else.
That was
don't know.
Really? I've not spoken to Paul for years.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Great voice, isn't he?
Oh, amazing!
Brilliant.
And he's so much younger than you think he is. You think he's like some really old.
Yeah.
He used to be the funniest thing doing sessions with him when. If you couldn't produce the session, he'd just record it and then upload it or send it on email or whatever. And there are certain things. Paul Turner's life, right? I've made everything he said there, but the one thing I remember writing a line for him for like a Spice Girls thing. So he wrote when I was on Capitol or something. He read a line which once was, "Hey, zigga zigga, it's Chris Moyles on whatever."
Yeah.
And he's like, zig a zig r? What the hell is zig a zig? Am I saying that right? Zig a zig r?
But over the years
Zig a
as
zig
well,
R.
writing voiceover sessions for him with British place names
Yeah.
and whatnot, and places like Leicester and Lincoln and
Yeah.
places like that might be a bit...
Edinburgh.
The one for me was the Jamie Oliver one. Do you remember that? Puka Tucker became Puka
Tuka.
Puka Tuka.
Remember that?
Do you remember Puka Tuka? Oh my God, I love that. This food is Puka Tuka. But when the Spice Girls hit America and the song started and it was like, zigga zig ah, he's like, zigga zig ah. And he'd been walking around saying it for months and everybody was like, that's what you say.
That's Paul's line.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. What a lovely, that was really lovely. I love that. Wowzers. What are we going to have on next? The people who make the sweepers?
Get ready to cry next.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Well, it's not
It's only
Tina,
the news.
not Tina singing, is it?
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Kick us in the shins.
Wow. Thank you very much, Paul. Love that. And if you're watching us, Paul, thank you very much, buddy.
Listen, watch, share.
This is BBC Radio 1.
All right, 81199 if you would like to send us a message. 81199 at Chris Moyles Show on Twitter. Send us a little message. It's the final show. Let's get news and sport with Dominic and Tina. 7:34.
Newsbeat.
And our main news this morning. Authorities in Libya say they've arrested several people over the killing of the country's US ambassador. Christopher Stevens died on Tuesday. Protests have continued to spread across North Africa and the Middle East over a US-made film that's said to be anti-Muslim. His Newsbeat's Steve Holden.
The protests began in Egypt a few days ago, but they've now taken place in countries such as Iraq and Iran. In Yemen, some demonstrators managed to get into the US Embassy compound. American officials have condemned the film which sparked all this, calling it disgusting, but said it was no excuse for violence.
In other news, royal officials say Prince William and his wife are saddened after a French magazine published several photos of Kate topless. The pictures were taken while the couple were on holiday in the south of France last week. There are calls for a former MP to be stripped of his knighthood after he was criticised as part of the report into the Hillsborough cover-up. Sir Irvin Patnick was named as a source for a story in The Sun that blamed fans for the 1989 disaster. He's apologised, but the Mayor of Liverpool, Joe Anderson, says not good enough.
I think the statement was not an apology at all, and if it was, it's certainly 23 years and 30 hours too late.
The government's hinted British troops could be withdrawn from Afghanistan more quickly than previously thought. Defence Secretary Philip Hammond has told a newspaper a bit of rethinking is going on about how many troops are needed. His Newsbeat's Anthony Baxter.
Philip Hammond told The Guardian that military commanders are surprised by how Afghan forces are now taking the lion's share of the combat role in the country. The government wants all troops home by the end of 2014. 500 are due back by the end of this year, leaving 9,000 still in the country. But these comments hint it might be possible to bring more people back than expected in 2013.
And weather forecasters, like myself, say they can now predict cold winter weather a whole season ahead with much more confidence. The Met Office says it's developed a computer program that detects changes in the atmosphere 50 miles above the Earth.
Michael Owen says he has regrets about spending last season at Manchester United before his release this summer. Owen was urged to stay at Old Trafford by manager Sir Alex Ferguson a year ago, but went on to make only 4 first-team appearances. England bowler James Anderson says he'll respect any decision made over the future of Kevin Peterson. The batsman was dropped from the Test squad during the series against South Africa for sending texts about his teammates to rival players.
There are obviously talks ongoing with the ECB and Kevin, and I mean, all the players can do is respect the decision that the ECB come to in the end.
The Tour of Britain heads into Wales today. Mark Cavendish won't begin as the overall leader, though, after the World Road Race champion finished almost 12 minutes behind Stage 5 winner Mark DeMar yesterday. Australian Lee Howard now has the lead. And Ricky Hatton will hold a news conference in Manchester to announce details of his comeback to boxing after 3 years out of the ring. Hatton's expected to get his licence back as soon as he completes his medicals.
She said ring.
You're a child. And the weather, very windy today. Outbreaks of light rain in the south of England, also heavy rain in the far north of Scotland. Elsewhere, cloudy with some sunshine. Top temperature, 19 degrees. 7:37 now.
This bit of music. This is what it sounds like without the drums and added guitars and all of that. This music recorded at Abbey Road, the big studio where they've recorded soundtracks to Star Wars, Harry Potter, and the Chris Moyles Show jingles.
Yeah, all the biggies.
Yeah. I love it though. I'm about to go to work now and we'll miss you guys every morning. Can I watch the live show and repeat on the red button? No. Thanks for the laughs and the banter every morning, Ruth and Chester. Can I get a big shout out to my uncle and the birth of his baby girl? From Gunter and all the boys.
Gunter?
Yeah,
the man from Friends.
Yeah. Any Gunter I know.
Good morning to Izzy from Bath, who's 14, listening to the show right now.
Morning, Izzy.
Morning, Izzy.
Morning to Seb. Morning to Mel in Stamford, who's in tears already. Don't leave. I'm going to miss you so much. I don't want to wake up to anyone else on the radio. No one could ever be as good as you, and that's from me. No. C-I-A-R-R-A.
Hang on.
Kira.
Is it Kira?
Kira,
Yeah.
Thank you, Kira. Can't believe it's the last show. What the hell am I going to listen to now? Says Johnny and Devon. Well, duh. Hello. All these people who keep saying, what are we going to listen to? What am I going to listen to? What am I going to listen to now?
Yeah.
2 things to point out. I'm going to do this on the camera. 2 things to point out. Number 1, what am I going to listen to? Because I'm not dead. I'm still going to get up. I'm up early every day next week working. What am I going to listen to? And secondly, the answer is obvious. And I don't mean to be corporate, but BBC and all that. What are you going to listen to? Sean Keaveney on 6 Music. So give him a try. I saw him yesterday.
Did you?
And I said to him, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to tune. He said, I heard you're going to tune into the show. And I went, well, yeah, but with the greatest respect, I've never heard you. Because you're on at the same time.
But that's
as us.
allowed, though. We shouldn't have ever heard any of the breakfast shows.
Yeah. So, only because I saw him yesterday, and he seems like a very nice.
He's supposed to be a nice fella, yeah. I've heard that.
Give Sean a little try next week. See what you think, and then Nick Grimshaw starts a week on Monday. Scott's on next week.
Yeah. There you go. That's what you listen to next week.
And found out yesterday, apparently Capital Disney doesn't even exist
No,
anymore.
I heard that as well.
Breakfast is here.
Oh my God, John, you're spreading.
This is amazing.
Thank you very much, buddy.
Look at this. This is a proper fry-up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
This isn't just sausage and bacon.
No,
Is this a healthy Jamie Oliver recipe? Is it? Love that.
Oh, amazing.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.
And Jamie's given you guys all a butchery masterclass to come down.
Oh, wow. What, us and knives? Really?
Is that a good idea?
Oh, thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you, guys. What are your names?
Matthew.
Matthew? Matt, and you're John. What's your name? Beck. Hi, you're not chefing though. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. And send Jamie all our love. And I hope he's doing all right in these hard economic times. Because I think he's just opened his 1,000th restaurant, and that's in Norwich alone. Yeah. So, thank you guys. That's very sweet. Thank you for our lovely. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, chefs. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at this.
I don't want this to end.
Guys, my beans are cold. No, I'm joking.
Can we sort of put the show on hold for 20 minutes?
Well, we do have a video montage to show.
White pudding. There's white pudding.
Which is perfect timing.
Look, black pudding.
Oh.
And, Alad, white pudding.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I love white pudding.
Slightly awkward, the timing of the breakfast.
Why?
Because the montage is going to be our comic relief station.
Oh, okay, all right.
But is that not the perfect time to get our food?
You could look at it that way.
Yeah.
Wait, which one is it?
Yes.
That one. Okay. They've made a compilation perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Here you fry at breakfast, and now let's look at the comic relief highlights.
It's the Will Young moment all over again.
Is this loads of comic relief stuff that we've done?
It's not loads. It's the Will explain, but it's the marathon basically. It's what we did for the marathon.
Is
show.
it Fern with a bikini? Oh, yeah. Right, I'm sitting down for this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, you'll love this. Dave and I don't remember any of this, really.
It's a blur.
After 52 hours of being on the radio, this is how we ended it. And by the way, thanks for all the money you gave. You're great.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
The end of this ridiculous adventure is upon us, almost. The last total that we had was 808,424.
Maybe Dave was the wrong choice to read this total out.
The last total was 1,808,424.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we have just had the new total in, bearing in mind what Fern said with regards to her cosy. She said that if we achieved 2 million, she would wear her swimming costume for all to see. New total is in, and it is...
Just pause 1 second. Just look through the live lounge. Look at that. There's like a cast of thousands of people stood there like this. Yes, Dave, yes?
Do you want the new total?
Yes, please.
As of 10:10 this morning, the total is 2,406,648 pounds.
Hello.
I can't look.
Look how tiny this thing is that Alex bought me.
I can't
I don't know
look.
what to do with myself.
You don't know what to do with yourself? Don't give her it. No. Okay, right. No.
Blimey.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Fern.
This is the most awkward thing I've ever done in my entire life.
So, hang on. Who chose that?
Alex Cornish.
Alex Cornish, where is he?
High
five, my man. Yeah! And you remembered exactly the one that I pointed out to you.
You brought us something because with no sides to it, Al. Where's the back of it?
Don't worry about the back of it. The back of it is fine.
Well, look, that total is fantastic. Thank you.
Honestly, just... What is the total?
The total is £2,406,648.
Oh my God! Thank you to all the amazing people who gave us money, and also to that last rush of dirty old men like myself who are standing up for what they believe in. Sure, they know it's wrong to stare, but if charity will benefit, stare away.
I like this side cam over here as well, just creeping around, lurking.
Have you heard what's happened with the Radio 1 website?
I heard, yes.
It's crashed. But thank goodness for the red button and the BBC for investing in modern-day digital technology. No, thanks to everybody. Thanks to all the teams. There were so many people involved. It's ridiculous, but it's all worth it because the end result of this silly show was Fern Cotton in a swimsuit. And that is the most important thing. Oh, and Connor Relief got some money, but Fern Cotton in her swimsuit. Here's the big news. We saved Africa, but here's Fern Cotton in a swimsuit. That was nice seeing that.
That was amazing.
I forgot that his voice was just coming out of razor blade.
The thing was, weirdly, because it had gone to virtually nothing, hadn't it, overnight? And then that was, weirdly, that was it coming back.
Yeah.
That was it getting better.
There's been a couple of hours where every time Dave spoke, it sounded so painful.
You didn't quite know what noise was going to come out, did you?
No, I wasn't talking with confidence.
Hey, and nice to see Fern back in the day when she, was 34A and as opposed to 34W as she is now. Morning, Fern.
Morning.
She's not in today, so we won't get to see her. But there she what a lovely shot of Fern there on the screen. Oh, she's going to kill you, Will. All right, lovely. It's the last Chris Moyles show ever. It's 7:46 in the morning. This is Rihanna on BBC Radio 1. Plan B and Ill Manners on BBC Radio 1. So, 7:54. 6 minutes to 8. Thanks for tuning in. Friday, 14th of September 2012 for our final show. Alan has said that he has another surprise for us.
He's full of them today, isn't he?
Isn't he?
Is it dessert? Al?
Yes.
Okay, do we keep our eyes open?
No, yeah, keep the eyes open. It's not a guess who.
Okay, fine.
Very special guest.
Very special guest. All right.
Who could it be?
I don't know.
Who's coming in the door?
Who is it?
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, Richard Curtis.
Hello.
Good morning. And Kevin, the big boss of the Comic Relief.
Charlie Curtis.
Hello, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie.
How are you, man? You all right?
There we go.
Richard, you're very smartly dressed today.
Yes, I'm dressed for a funeral. Because you're leaving.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, I thought I'd dress sad, just in case the sadness didn't come over in my voice.
You sent me a lovely text the other day, and I don't know if I replied. I've had a lot of text messages in the last few days.
You're too important to reply
No, that's
to
not
me.
true. Don't say that. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. And I'm here to pay tribute to one of the greatest fundraisers in the history of Comic Relief and this entire team of extraordinary fundraisers.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Brought you here
Thank you.
a book, an actual book, which has just got pictures. It looks a bit like a weight loss manual, to be honest. It's a book of all the extraordinary work that you've done, and I'm going to be able to say in a second just how many millions of pounds you guys have raised over the years.
Thank you. Look at that. That's me on the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the one side, and then me and Dave before we did it. That was taken before.
That was the best we looked during that whole experience.
That was us pretending, thinking that's what we'd look like tired.
That's when you thought it was going to be funny.
The reality was we looked entirely different to that after 52 hours.
Yeah, I've never seen a person doing a good deed look angrier than Chris did by the end. That is the visual meaning of regret.
Yeah.
But actually, from the start of the show in 2004, we've done the Red Nose Rally, Rally-oke.
Rally-oke. God, there were some
Rally-oke.
filthy sounds in Rally-oke.
Yeah.
Wow, what?
Kilimanjaro, 52-hour marathon.
Yes.
Chappers and Dave.
Dave running around sports grounds.
Yeah.
I swam from the first time a mile.
Yes. No, it's been an extraordinary thing, and you have been the most remorseless. Sometimes I would listen to the show, I think this can't be legal. This must break some kind of charter. No man can say the same thing again and again and still be paid for doing it. Really, I just want to say, as it were, from my heart, that I think that your show has always been fantastic, because when you wake up in the morning and things look grim, you guys make you feel as though life's okay. But for a lot of people, lives aren't okay. And you have actually physically, practically changed and saved really tens of thousands of lives. And I think the figure that we've said there is £10.4 million over the years, and we will be asking you for a tenner when we go. But really, you have made a fantastic difference. You've just been brilliant, remorseless, hilarious.
Well, thank you. That's such a sweet thing. So £10.4 million.
Phenomenal figure, isn't it?
Well, that's not us.
It's not us, it's the
that's
listeners. I mean, and that's the thing, and, you know, all the way through, what with the 52-hour show and everything that came beforehand, the generosity of the great British public whenever we've done something and rallied them together has been mind-blowing. So really, this is about them, not us. That's fantastic.
It's also worth noting they're mainly in £1 donations.
Yeah.
So how many of your listeners actually engage with it? It's brilliant.
Wow. Well, that's because our audience are great, you know, and they constantly have to hang their head in shame when they admit that they listen to the show, or lie and say that they don't like the show. I was very surprised when Richard first came into the studio and knew everybody on the show, and he goes, I listened to your show. That's my impression of you. I listened to you. And because I would have thought that Richard would have looked down upon such lowbrow council estate radio as ourselves.
God, I love you guys. And you just don't feel you have to talk if you haven't got anything to say. I often wake up, switch on the radio and think, oh, he's not on today. And then I realised I was just in the middle of a long pause while you were thinking of the next thing to say.
You might have been Googling something or whatever. That's how it works.
Oh, man, thank you. Well, do you know what? That's a nice thing that we've done, you know? Our audience have always been, like, stupidly generous, and have always done us very, very proud.
Just unbelievable. Oh, yeah, and that's everyone at Comic Relief.
Oh, bless.
Who loves you.
What a lovely card.
And I don't know whether it's apt to remind people of that documentary that you made. You made some documentaries out in Uganda, which were amazingly moving. In fact, I've just written a film, one chunk of which is based on the experiences that you had out there. And I think the great thing about all of you guys is you've been honest about, you know, you've bullied people, say, go on, a quid doesn't matter, and you've been honest about your emotions. You haven't been sentimental. You've just been really in the spirit of Comic Relief, which is to have fun and say, oh, well, look, you know, we can spare a quid here, and I think you've been amazing.
Well, thank you. That Kenya thing was that, you know, made climbing a mountain a doddle, or, you know, running around the country and picking up checks from companies and dressing up like an idiot and all that. That was a very, very horrible day. But ultimately, you kind of need to see things like that, to show things like that, to you know, to try and help and change things. And I've not really spoken about that ever, just because there's not really a lot to say, is it? But anyway, back to us. Thank you very much.
Not at all. You're extremely welcome, and thank you for very, 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 very many years and days and months of fantastic broadcasting.
Oh, God love you.
We will miss you, and if things don't go as we hope, if things don't go as we hope, you know, Comic Relief money is waiting for you at the end at the end of the trail. If you're a victim of elder abuse and if you're homeless and all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's next for me.
All the cash you raised could, you know, it'll be there waiting for you when times are hard.
Well, as soon as when I saw you, I'm like, oh my God, Richard's here. Okay, Kevin's here as well. And you only ever see Kevin, and this is true, when he's just moments away from asking you to do something. And my favourite was when we were in Kenya. And he said, giving out the malaria nets with the money we'd raised from climbing the mountain. We're in Kenya, and he went, "Can I just have a little word? Because I'm leaving shortly." So we're thinking about doing a bike ride. And I went, "Kevin, we're in Kenya now, doing things." He goes, I know. That is so true. You know it. You know what? I love doing stuff for Comic Relief. And what's nice about it is the fact that when you're asking people for money, it's you ask for £1 and the £1 gets spent, and that's what makes it easy, I think, for me and Dave to go, give us £1 and that £1 goes to Comic Relief. And it might be at the end of your street, or it might be the other side of the world to a place you've never been, or you don't even know where it is on the map, but it will get spent and it will make a difference. And you know, everyone's our neighbour. That's the way I look at it. And
that's true.
It's a nice thing to do.
The British public are brilliant at that, you know. And I've been out on the road, and I've literally had, like, you know, mums with kids emptying their purse into my hand and sort of going, "Please, just put that in the pot." And I said, "You haven't got your money to get home." She goes, "It's fine, I'll just walk home," you know, and stuff like that. And people giving you tenner out of white van windows and stuff at the lights, saying, "Please, lads, take that."
That was meant to go to Comic Relief?
It did go to Comic Relief.
I didn't realise. I thought if we were off the bus...
tote talk.
Yeah, that's... wow. You know, 1%'s not a lot to ask.
But no, the British public are brilliant.
Well, that's always been the deal. And so, thanks very much to everyone who's made Chris look good for the last years. It's been an absolute triumph, and we're thrilled and honoured to be here on your last day. And thanks for everything.
And
Chris.
thank you to Kevin and Gary for asking me to climb Kilimanjaro, because if it wasn't for that, I'd still be 18 stone. So
that's very true, yeah.
You know, there was even I got something out of it.
They were helping you to help yourself.
And X Factor final tickets forever. That's sorted now. Be it Cheryl or Gary. So, and have you edited your time traveller movie? Because if there's
I'm right in the middle of it.
If there's any scenes you need with any aspiring actors,
there's a really important scene where we need the sound of a really vibrant morning DJ in the background, but I'm afraid you're not.
Dave?
Be that anymore.
Right.
Whose number could we give him?
Yeah.
Wogan.
No.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Richard. You know, I love you. I'm a massive fan of you. You know how much I get giddy around you. And Kevin, all the stuff we've done for Comic Relief is merely a drop in the ocean of all the work you do. And you know, we all think you're getting something out of it somewhere. You know, you can't genuinely be doing it because you're a nice guy.
Yeah. No one's that nice.
It's certainly not a clothing budget, is it?
It's really not. I love it.
Okay, lots of love, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Very sweet. Wow. What do you want to do?
I'm going to come to
ad. All right, okay. I'm going to play a little advert and then we'll come back.
Are you fed up of being short? Do chicks tease you about your lack of height? Well, if that's the case, then you need new high shoes. High shoes are just shoes that are really high. Designed using the latest in circus still technology, high shoes can boost your height by up to 10 inches. So no more being a short ass, and no more staring at people's crotch neither. With new high shoes, you'll be walking tall, way above it all. High shoes. Get up there. High shoes should not be worn when entering helicopters, walking under low bridges, or in areas exposed to crosswinds.
BBC, supporting unsigned, undiscovered, and under-the-radar musicians.
They put bands on that start from nothing, that can go on to be something. So thank you to BBC Introducing.
It's been a massive summer for BBC Introducing at Radio 1's Hackney Weekend, Tea in the Park, and the Reading and Leeds festivals.
Watch videos of live performances from BBC Introducing stages and sessions.
My name's Isaac Danko. I just come off this crazy BBC Introducing stage. As you can see, my voice is gone.
Or if you're a new artist looking for a chance to perform live, go to the BBC Introducing website
at bbc.co.uk/introducing.
Tell you what, that's a massive screw you to the haters that the listeners to the Chris Moyles show, the morons, have helped raise almost £10.5 million.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
Staggering.
Wow. Our listeners are the best.
They are, they're fantastic.
They are the best. The best, Al. Yeah. The best. Ow! I don't really know what to say about that.
That was
really nice.
Really,
come in.
Yeah.
When I
amazing.
first saw him, I thought, oh, yes! He's bringing Blackadder back and Rowan doesn't want to do it anymore. No. Lovely. Well done to all our listeners. You are ace. Now can we do the news?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's...
Whoa, hang
That's
on.
not the news.
Have you not heard the news yet? That's the new. That's Grimmy's new news in.
It's more relaxed, isn't it?
So back in January 2004, we started this show, and we thought we'd make a little jingle for the start of the show, and we got carried away and ended up making the longest radio jingle ever. And I'm going to play some of that jingle after the news. I need to say in advance, it was of its time. There are a few lines in there that I would change now if I had a chance, purely on a rhyming level only. Goodbye to Zoe, see you later to Cox, as in Sarah.
Yeah.
Your contract has expired, so get back in your box. It was merely a line back in the day. And I think obviously Sarah
No
knows
offence
that, you know,
caused.
I love her. So we're going to play this. It's the jingle that started the show back in the day. We're going to play it after the news. Because it's nice to hear it again, and it took literally 2 weeks to make. So that's coming up next.
Listen, watch, share.
This is BBC Radio 1.
We're running a little bit late,
but sounding a little bit great.
It's 8 minutes past 8.
There's anger after topless photos are published of the Duchess of Cambridge.
And Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United earlier. Newsbeat.
Prince William and his wife Kate say they are saddened after topless photos of the Duchess have appeared in a French magazine. The pictures were taken while the couple were on holiday in the south of France last week. Here's Newsbeat's Anthony Baxter.
The pictures which appear in the French version of Closer have been published over 4 pages. The images are blurry and look to have been taken from a long distance. It's come out British newspapers were offered them but turned them down. Prince William has said in the past he thinks paparazzi contributed to the death of his mother Diana. He's promised to do all he can to protect his wife's privacy.
In other news, authorities in Libya have arrested several people following the deadly attack which killed the country's US ambassador. Christopher Stevens died on Tuesday. It's as protests have continued to spread across North Africa and the Middle East. It's over a US-made film that's said to be anti-Muslim. Here's Newsbeat's Steve Holden.
The protests began in Egypt, but the footage has now angered people in countries such as Iran, Iraq and Libya. A trailer of the film, which was made in the US, had been dubbed into Arabic and was promoted online. American officials say the video is no excuse for violence, but they have criticised its content.
The fallout following the release of secret papers on the Hillsborough disaster is continuing. There are now calls for a former MP to be stripped of his knighthood. Sir Irvin Patnick was blamed for his part in the Sun story, which blamed fans for what happened. Joe Anderson is the mayor of Liverpool.
The damage that he caused to the families and the tarnishing of this city's reputation is incalculable, really.
The government suggested British troops could be withdrawn from Afghanistan more quickly than previously thought. All troops are due to pull out by 2014, but Defence Secretary Philip Hammond says a rethink is going on about how many troops are needed next year. And weather forecasters say they can now predict cold winter weather a whole season ahead with much more confidence. The Met Office says it's developed a new computer programme that detects changes in the atmosphere 50 miles above the Earth.
Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United a season earlier. He was urged to stay at Old Trafford by Sir Alex Ferguson a year ago, but went on to make only 4 first-team appearances.
Yes, in hindsight, probably that extra year might have been better if I had moved in many ways, but in saying that, I was injured for most of that last year, so it might not have mattered anyway.
In cycling, Mark Cavendish and Bradley Wiggins need to make up lost ground going into the 6th stage of the Tour of Britain heading into Wales. The pair are both more than 11 minutes behind the overall leader, Lee Howard of Australia. England bowler James Anderson says he'll respect any decision made over the future of Kevin Peterson. The batsman was dropped from the Test squad during the series against South Africa for sending provocative texts to rival players. And former world champion Ricky Hatton's expected to confirm that he's out of retirement this morning. Hatton hasn't been in the ring since being knocked out by Manny Pacquiao in May 2009. The British Boxing Board of Control will give him a licence after he completes a medical.
And the weather feeling very windy today. Outbreaks of light rain across the south of England. Also some heavy rain in the far north of Scotland. Elsewhere cloudy and sunny. Top temperatures getting up to 19 degrees today. It's 11 minutes past 8 now.
It all started way back when, in 1967. A DJ called Tony Blackburn came on the air and
said.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the exciting new sound of Radio 1.
Noel Edmonds, he was next. The man was a musical rebel. Did he play the Beatles? Did he play the Stones?
Two from Dr. Hook, a little bit more, and just like the movies, good morning.
Taking us into the 80s was a man who thought that he was terrific. He spent the night before his very first show, thinking of something prolific.
I don't want you to let this go any further, but I spent most of last night considering my first words for this program because I realized they had to be quite prolific. So here goes. Welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Along came Simon Mayo. He was young, gifted and single. After 5 long years on the air, people only remember his jingle. Yeah.
Mayo, Simon Mayo. Daylight come and we one wake up.
Since the days of Simon Mayo, things have never been the same again. And the Breakfast Show since 99 has had a notable lack of men. So goodbye to Zoe. See you later to Cox. Your contract has expired, so get back in your box. Those days, they have all gone now, but do not shed a tear. From now until they fire his ass, the Savior is here. The Savior is here. The Chris Moyles Show. 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 Chris Moy
That's the jingle we started the show with. And do you remember what happened after this?
No. Oh.
This.
Echo.
It kept going for another 2 minutes.
It was an understated opening.
Yeah. I loved it.
It set the benchmark, really, for the show, didn't it?
And we said yesterday, Andrea, who sang the first line of that, sings on the closing jingle.
So it could well be the first and last voice that you hear spanning the 8.5 years.
Yeah. There she is. Sing it, Andrea. That's lovely. And it keeps
Just while this is going on, can I just very quickly say happy birthday to Phoenix Christian, who's our Damien's lad. 6 years old today. Happy birthday, Phoenix, and also hello to Erin Porter, who's listening to us at home this morning up in North Yorks.
Hi, guys.
Hello to my mum and dad watching this in my flat on
they?
the TV.
My mum and dad are watching it in our house.
Really?
Hiya. There you go. Do you know where the milk is? In the fridge. All right, look, this jingle goes on forever. We could play it forever, but we can't because it's the last show, so we haven't got much time.
Yeah.
It's the last show. It's the last time we'll have news and sport with Dom and Tina.
Yeah.
It's the last time we'll all be together doing this in the morning. You know, it's emotional, it's fun, it's exciting, it's mixed emotions, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else that it is. Tina?
It's McFly Day!
Hi, it's us, McFly here. We're in New York at the moment. We're really gutted that we can't be with you on your final ever show. But it's 3 a.m. for us, and we're not rock and roll enough to stay up, unfortunately.
But we are dreaming of you.
We are.
We want to say a very big thank you for all of your support over the years. It really has meant a lot, especially with McFly Day and playing Stargirl every week. It's incredible, so thank you very much for that. and we wish you all the best in the future. For the very final McFly Day, we thought we'd do you a special version of Stargirl, which is just for you.
It's called Starboy.
We'll miss you, man.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck.
Thank you. Love you.
We're saying thanks to our star boy, the savior that they call Chris Moyles. There's so much that we could say on your final show today. So Moyles, thanks for McFly Day. You are our favorite DJ. But now it's time, this is goodbye. But first we'd like to say thank you for making us smile every morning. Thank you. On Radio 1 as we start to rise. Oh, for waking us up when we yawn it. But it's pretty hard, but not as hard as Scott. Nobody compares to Chris Moyles. Hey, there's one man on earth that would play us. We must say you've got a great anus. So why are you going away? Well, it makes no sense at all. London, we've got a problem. Radio 1 couldn't stop him. We don't know why. This is goodbye. Can we persuade you to stay? We beg you, stay just a little bit longer. We beg you, don't leave us now or we'll stop to cry. Oh, wish you would stay forever. Remy's pretty funny, Greg is all the money. Nobody compares to Chris Moyles. Don't go away. You help the night turn into day as we dance on the motorway. You love us with your eyes. Now you've stopped eating pies. Looking up for my star boy. There's no one better than Chris Moyles. Before you leave us today, here's what a million listeners say. We'll miss you. It won't be the same without star boy. We'll miss you. Going from savior to superstar. Oh, radio's lame without your voice. Chris, we gotta tell you, there ain't nobody better. I can't get enough of you. Radio savior, stay forever. We'll never get enough of Chris Moyles.
Wow, that's
Amazing! Honestly, that is one of the best things I have ever seen. That was brilliant.
That is absolutely awesome. If you didn't see it,
You have to.
That's really
That
good.
just happened.
That is just incredible. Thank you so much.
that was so funny.
I know.
They
I love
made
the
a,
crying scene as well. With the
they
bottle
made
of
a little
water.
video, and that is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much to McFly. That was great.
Outstanding.
And by the way, that place is nice in New York.
Really
It's
nice,
all right,
isn't it? The weather looks good as well.
Tell you what, next time I'm going over there, let's see if there's a spare room. Thank you, guys. Hopefully they'll hear this, so
they
send a
will.
message
Thank
back.
you so much, lads.
Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you, that
Very
was
special,
amazing.
wasn't it?
Yeah. Made by using only a portion of the money that the boys have received in PRS since we started playing McFly Day.
Well, they didn't write it. That's Radio 1's own Dan Carter, isn't it?
Oh, one of the writers.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Me and Dave are also writers on that.
Exactly.
Why do you think we should say that?
Why do you think we played it every week?
Don't say
Is this
that.
a conflict of interest?
Yeah, it would be.
That video's tipped a lot of people over the edge as well.
They
on-
sent
on
me
the
over the
text.
edge. I had tears.
Lots of, yeah. Lots of tears
Well,
in it.
thank you. That was really brilliant. Thank you very much to McFly guys and everybody who made that video or helped to get that video started. That was absolutely awesome. I love it. All right, it's 8:21.
I remember when we
David Guetta. She will fall into pieces. That's nice, isn't it? I ate my breakfast too quick.
So did I, but it was a bit of a rush on, and those sausages were massive.
Hey up.
I think I've given myself a bit of indigestion, but it was a lovely breakfast. Thank you very much.
Man.
I'm still buzzing from McFly Day.
Oh, me too. I could watch. Do you know what? I could watch that video about another 10 times.
Well, it's about to.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
And it looked like they did it themselves.
Yeah.
It was great.
Which wouldn't surprise me because they are a talented bunch of good-looking boys.
It's about to go up on the Radio 1 YouTube. It's being uploaded now as we speak.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
If you didn't see it, you have to watch this at some point today. It's incredible.
Brilliant.
Do you want to see what's trending on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a look there, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Keep going. No, because it's not
a bit glary.
Oh, hang on.
Are they the top two?
Oh, look. Oh, yeah. Ah, there, almost.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah, you can see
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Buy Chris Moyles Show and buy McFly Day. Isn't that nice?
Top two in the world.
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
Take that.
The show's
No,
going too
McFly
quickly
Day.
today.
It is going way too quick, but I'm
It's
enjoying
8:30
it
already.
I'm having a great time. We should have left it years ago.
Yeah.
Say many. Mainly commercial radio stations. I did have a boss for a big radio station say to me the other week going, so when do you leave? I said, next Friday. Oh, good. I went, really? You went, yeah, hopefully we can claw back some audience. So I'm going to do something for the last time. I've only ever done this a few times on the show,
no.
but I'm going to do this for the last time ever. So please enjoy. We're going to do the news on time.
Wow.
Phew, for a minute, I thought you were going to drop your keks or something.
No. It's a little gift to Ben Cooper and Reece Hughes, the bosses of Radio 1. You're welcome.
Listen, watch, share.
This is BBC Radio 1.
Although before that, I want I'm joking.
You guys.
We have an hour and a half left of the Chris Moyles Show. You can watch us on the red button. You can watch us on the website. You can watch us on your mobile phone. You can watch us on the BBC big screens. We're here till 10 o'clock. Our text number is 81199 if you want to send us a text. If you get your phone out and send us a text now, this is your last chance to do it. 81199 is the text number. Or if you can send us a message on Twitter, it's at Chris Moyles Show. Okay? At Chris Moyles Show, 81199. Let's see if we can get the most texts we've ever had for our final show, because that would be lovely. Dominic has the news at 8:30.
Newsbeat.
And the main news this morning, royal officials say they are saddened and disappointed after a French magazine's published photos of the Duchess of Cambridge topless. The pictures were apparently taken while Kate was on holiday with Prince William in France last week. His Newsbeat's Anthony Baxter.
The images are spread over 4 pages of today's French version of Closer. Although blurry, several show Kate topless. It said British newspapers were offered them but turned them down. Prince William has spoken in the past about how he wants to protect Kate's privacy after the way he believes his mother Diana was treated by photographers.
Authorities in Libya say they've arrested several people over the killing of the country's US ambassador. Christopher Stevens died on Tuesday. Protests have continued to spread across North Africa and the Middle East over a US-made film that's said to be anti-Muslim. His Newsbeat's Steve Holden.
The protests began in Egypt a few days ago, but they've now taken place in countries such as Iraq and Iran. In Yemen, some demonstrators managed to get into the US Embassy compound. American officials have condemned the film which sparked all this, calling it disgusting, but said it was no excuse for violence.
There are calls for a former MP to be stripped of his knighthood after he was criticised as part of the report into the Hillsborough cover-up. Sir Irvin Patnick was named as a source for a story in The Sun that blamed fans for the 1989 disaster. He's apologised, but the Mayor of Liverpool, Joe Anderson, says it's not good enough.
I think the statement was not an apology at all, and if it was, it's certainly 23 years and 30 hours too late.
The government's hinted British troops could be withdrawn from Afghanistan more quickly than previously thought. They are due to pull out by the end of 2014, but the Defence Secretary Philip Hammond says a rethink is going on about how many troops are needed next year. Weather forecasters say they can now predict cold winter weather a whole season ahead with much more confidence, apparently. The Met Office says it's developed a computer programme to detect changes in the atmosphere 50 miles above Earth.
Michael Owen says he has regrets about spending last season at Manchester United before his release this summer. Owen was urged to stay at Old Trafford by manager Sir Alex Ferguson a year ago, but went on to make only 4 first-team appearances. England bowler James Anderson says he'll respect any decision made over the future of Kevin Peterson. The batsman was dropped from the Test squad during the series against South Africa for sending texts about his teammates to rival players.
There are obviously talks ongoing with the ECB and Kevin, and I mean, all the players can do is respect the decision that the ECB come to in the end.
The Tour of Britain heads into Wales today. Mark Cavendish won't begin as the overall leader, though, after the World Road Race champion finished almost 12 minutes behind Stage 5 winner Mark DeMar yesterday. Australian Lee Howard now has the lead. And Ricky Hatton will hold a news conference in Manchester to announce details of his comeback to boxing after 3 years out of the ring. Hatton's expected to get his licence back as soon as he completes his medicals.
And the weather. Very windy today. Outbreaks of light rain across the south of England. Also heavy rain in the far north of Scotland. Elsewhere, a bit cloudy and sunny. Top temperature, 19 degrees, or 20. Let's say 20. 8:34 now.
I think it might be 21.
Is it 21? Who said that?
Me, just then.
All right, 21.
Thanks.
And I can now confirm McFly Day is now on YouTube.
Yay!
Starboy is there. Radio 1's channel on YouTube.
Good
Brilliant.
news.
That.
Yes, that's what I like. So yesterday, we did the penultimate show, our goodbye show, and we had that lovely This Is Your Life moment.
It's brilliant. Ant and Dec.
For an hour.
Yeah, was it?
Incredible, yeah, about that, wasn't it?
Ant and Dec were brilliant.
Oh, was it not an hour?
Well, no. We fitted a lot of songs.
And all the guests that came in on yesterday's show, so forgive me if I forget someone. So we had Rizzle Kicks and Pixie, Ant and Dec, James Corden, Roy Walker, Davina McCall, Sarah Cox, Billy Piper, Dean Gaffney.
Don't forget Dean.
Is that everybody? Am I missing anyone out?
So.
It was amazing. Vernon Kay left us a video message. Cheryl Cole, oh bless Cheryl, left us a video message. Who else left video messages?
Wogan.
Wogan.
Well, although sadly we couldn't hear the audio to the Wogan
and we
clip.
didn't hear it, which was a shame. Would you like to hear it now?
Yeah.
Yay!
Wogan left us a message. We couldn't hear it yet. Oh, there. What was that?
That's my hoody ho.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
But we do have it now. This is our message from Sir Terry Wogan. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Really?
Is this a wind-up?
Well...
Holy ho, you about them into...
Oh, hang on.
All right, let's start it again from the beginning.
It isn't the best recording, to be fair, so even when we do hear it...
Can I just be honest? Is it worth it? Now, I love Terry.
And also, is it really him?
Yeah.
And yes.
Right.
It looks like it's been filmed in front of an asbestos shed or
He
something.
did film it out in the street, so the car noises are louder than he is, but...
Okay, good.
Terry Wogan, you say, Dave?
Yes.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Here is our video message recorded on the street with bad sound, apparently. There was no sound so far. Mr. Terry Wogan.
Hi there, Chris. So this is the end, eh? You're becoming a Thespian. I always said you had artistic tendencies. Of course, the thing I perhaps remember you best for, apart from your charm and easy gaiety, was that you started a campaign. What was it called? Shut Up Wogan?
Oh, no.
Get rid of Wogan?
Lose the sound.
And in an attempt to do that, you sent a little chap called Alan. He may well be doing breakfast television on ITV or maybe it's another Alan. And they sent that. They sent it with a cake. And I think probably it was a poison cake. So, with my trust in you, I never touched a crumb. Do you know, you gave me the best publicity I've ever had in my life. I owe all my success to you, Chris. I'm very glad that you made your way to the exit before allowing some Boy Scout to take the lead.
Wow. Thank you,
The
Terry.
music got loud. The background got louder and louder.
Yes.
First of all, it sounds like he's in a cafe with someone eating their breakfast. Then it's
I
like
know.
he's in some club by the end of it.
And then some woman walks by in the loudest clogs you've ever heard.
He was at
The Radio Theatre?
2. No, the Radio 2 Live in Hyde Park gig.
Oh yeah, let's record a quiet message there.
That would explain it, wouldn't it?
Well, thank you, Terry. I appreciate that.
That's really nice.
Really good.
He's a very, very lovely man. I really like him a lot. We have a very lovely mutual respect for each other.
And a broadcasting legend.
Oh, proper. And he did it, didn't he? He did actually record Hody Ho for us that time.
He did,
Do you remember?
yeah.
Hody Ho. In fact, here it is. Listen, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Howdy ho.
Hody ho.
All right, okay. Here, ready? Hey, Will, just play it. Just play it. Let's just see if it works. Press play on the Wogan VT, and I'll just see if I can get...
Howdy ho.
There you are.
There you go. Perfect.
It's the last show, don't worry about it. All right, okay. 8:38, Friday morning, BBC Radio 1, last Chris Moyles show for you, Alan, Nicki Minaj.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad but
Chris Moyles Show. It's the final show today. BBC Radio 1.
Hi, everybody.
Hi there. Hi.
Sorry, I was just having a photo with the chefs.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Jamie Chefs.
Jamie Chefs.
For those who missed it, Jamie Oliver sent in chefs this morning to cook us breakfast, which was absolutely superb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Really
beautiful.
And I just said to John, who's Irish, he went, "Who was the breakfast?" And I went, "White pudding, dude. Thank you so much." He went, "I thought you'd
That was great. Lovely.
Can I do a little Chris Moyles Show corporate message?
Yes.
Do you mind?
You always have
Is it a boring one?
No.
All right.
We haven't got a trail to put out there, so you're not going to know this.
Right.
But the last week's podcast is now up.
Yes.
And the final podcast will be this show in its entirety, and it'll go up as soon as we can turn it around after the show. So now, all the best ofs, you know, the 2004,
Yes.
2005, all the way up to 2012, are all up there. So if you go to the Radio 1 website, you can download now
You
everything.
should download everything, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Really,
Get it,
if you're
get
a
it,
fan.
download it all. It's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
Then you've got it. The McFly video is now out there as well.
Which
Brilliant.
is brilliant.
It's out on YouTube on the Radio 1 page already.
You have to see it.
So if you missed it, brilliant. That's really made me smile. All of us are buzzing.
Honestly,
That
I
video.
just,
really good.
it was
So good.
amazing.
And I'm going to do something really naughty, because we can. It's
Not
the last
now.
show. Ready?
What are you going to do?
I wanna
What,
just
to the
do this.
camera?
Where am I? Here. I just want to do a really quick photo, right? I'm going to show
Yeah.
that there. That is my niece and nephew waving to us on the TV because they
Tilt it
think we can
forward a
see
little
them like that.
There you go.
Hiya!
So hi Ellen, hi Ivan.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Ivan.
I won't get a chance to that again, so thanks.
Alan, do you think that's naughty?
Oi!
What does that say, Dave? What, no, that one there, to tilt it
Stop
forward.
it.
Does that say at David Vitty?
Yeah. Stop.
You can't do that.
Can I just say, Dom as a twit thinks that's a terrible thing
You
to
can't
do.
say that.
Sorry.
And no one can say mine. That's really out of order.
No, but you were being naughty and I was just trumping on your naughtiness.
I haven't.
Hey, HJ, what?
There is, in all seriousness, there's a load of people that said to me, because on Twitter I'm at Chris DJ Moyles, and
Right.
people have gone, "Will you change it to at Chris Moyles?" And the truth is, if I can get it off the fella who does have
You've
it,
been
at the
trying
moment-
to, though, for 5 years, haven't you? Or however long.
Yeah, so I might still have to be. I hope I don't get done by standards and all that
Yeah.
for false advertising. But yeah, I will be still DJ until I can, get hold of the other.
I'd
one.
like to change mine in case I do a serious job next.
Yeah, because
I don't want twit in mine.
Dominic is dumb as a twit, and he just went, if I go into serious journalism,
I'm going to be dumb as a twit.
Can't you just do your name like with me?
Well, I want.
Do you know what what I would have done, though, Dom, is I would have tried to get hold of it before you spoke about it on the air
Dom.
now.
Oh, good point.
I think you should reduce it and put your initials like I have, AHJ. If you went for the...
I think
You went
full
for
name
initials.
like
You're gonna get in so much
Healy's better.
I know, I'm still working here, so I'll get into trouble.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
will.
I will.
What do you think about the government's cuts in health spending? Obviously, this affects many people. Why not send me a message on Twitter? I am a plonker. Thank you very much.
I like the fact that you've got your initials. I mean, I've just got my full name at David Vitt.
All right, enough now.
That's terrible.
That is terrible.
You're terrible. Thanks for being there. Just one mention would be great. 10 years of listening, says at Sippowell. There you go, from Kidderminster. So sad you're leaving. Gonna really miss you and the gang. My daily laugh. The only way to get me up for work. Best wishes for the future. In everything you do, Godspeed. Thank you very much, Godspeed.
Thanks, God.
Thank you, Godspeed.
Mr. Speed there.
Michelle from St Albans has sent us a message. Thank you, Michelle. Deb from Prestatyn, Stephen Spalding, Rich, watching the show in Whittlesea.
Near
Have you
Peterborough.
noticed how Alan is so camera aware and showing off?
No, do you know what? This is me every day, and I keep seeing texts coming through saying, "Oh, look at Aled. This
No,
is
he's
me."
like that every day.
Yeah,
That's
he
just
is.
Al. Honestly, he's
He's
just been
camera
Al.
aware every day.
He dances. He dances to news jingles and stuff. That's just what he does.
Ben from Newcastle, gonna miss the show. Just so many messages coming in. Stuart the trucker, who's tearing up. Oh, bless him.
Have you seen the number of text messages now?
No.
Look at that.
45,000 texts.
46,000 on this side.
46,000.
But you know what? I would like more. I'd like more.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
How many more?
Honestly, if everybody who's listening now got their phone out, and how many times we said this on giving out money, not giving out money, trying to raise money, and everything. If everybody got their phone and just sent a message saying
Right now.
goodbye,
Put your name.
or
Now.
love you, or cheers, or whatever, to 81199, normal rate supply, then we'd probably crash the text system, but it would be great. So if you want to send us a message right now, if you're sitting watching the show on your sofa or on your laptop or whatever, then send us a little text saying whatever you want, stick your name in it, to 81199. Thanks.
And for free at Chris Moyles Show.
Yes. And for free at Chris DJ Moyles. Sorry, at Chris Moyles Show.
Yes.
Sorry, genuine mistake there.
genuine.
Sorry, David Vitti.
That's okay, Chris DJ Moyles.
Sorry, at Ben Cooper's just said to me, can you please stop doing that? Because at Reece Hughes is going mental.
Hashtag not happy.
Reece is going at mental.
Can we do that for the last hour? Can we change our names by default for the last hour?
Facebook.com/Billy from Security has just said, this is terrible what you're doing. All right, 10 to 9. What do you want to play? Oh, are we playing this?
Oh, do you know what, though? I didn't...
It's not.
I didn't do that.
You didn't?
I didn't. Oh, no, I can't leave on something I haven't done.
Oh, no, that's fine. Is it just a normal
Should we not
song?
play that and see if I can arrange that?
Yes.
Okay, don't play that.
What?
It's one note that I've had, a post-it note on my BBC Pass, which I've had for the last few days, which just says times like these acoustic when Dave Grohl played it.
Ah, okay.
And I've just seen we have it on the list to play, but it's just a normal song.
No, because Chloe was listening and I wasn't.
So we'll see if we can find it when Dave Grohl came in. Do you know what? Let's play the UK's official #1 for the last time ever.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, thank goodness it is a good track. I mean,
it's always popular.
Could have been
Everyone's
Bass
bought it.
Hunter or something.
Yeah.
So for the last time ever on Radio 1, I get to say this is the UK's official #1.
This is the UK's official #1.
It's that bit where it sounds like it's got stuck. Gets me every single time. Mark in Lincoln, long-time listener, first-time texter, thank you. Also, Catherine and Steph and Jenny from Christchurch, Charlie from Devon, Lee in Porthcawl. Also, Amanda and Karen from Lisbon, and Zoe in Bristol, and Leanne and Deck and Joe and Dale. Just some of the text messages. Kirsty, Andy P, Lisa, Bex in Eccles, Claire, Neil in Inverness, Chris from Crewe, down in Rochester, James in his van, Emma from Norwich, and Will in Stourbridge.
I got one here. It says 8 years of loving you, gonna miss you all massively. Love, Louise Beasley from Wargrave, which is very nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, lots of nice messages. Thank you very much.
And my phone has gone crazy nuts this morning. Rick from Online was going to come in for the show, but he changed his mind yesterday. I think he's watching it. So, hello, Rick from Online.
He's at a computer conference, isn't he?
He has Texto 1986.
Oh, okay. Good.
Rick from Online, pulling out plugs and powering down.
Powerful words.
And for those of you, by the way, who've listened to the Go On Now every single week, for those of you who don't know, in case there are a few people that don't know, Rick from Online is Ricky Wilson from the Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah.
Pal.
Yes.
And we wanted to do some kind of reveal where he went, actually, it's me, but there's no mask to pull off. He goes, actually, I'm not Rick from Online, I'm me. So anyway, thanks. Whose phone is that?
Do you know what? It could be any one of us at the minute.
They're rather busy.
Good morning also to Michael Vaughan, who's at home watching on the red button.
Oh, hello, Michael Vaughan.
Morning, Michael Vaughan.
Yeah.
His dancing shoes on.
Yeah, he's doing
Or probably
Strictly.
dancing in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let's play him a little bit of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vaughanie, keep dancing. Does he know? Has it been revealed who his partner is? Does he know?
I don't know yet. I don't know whether they have been paired up.
Paul Daniels.
No, he's not partnered with Paul Daniels.
Is he not?
Hello, ridiculous.
Vaughanie! A Vaughan you can love. You're welcome. There you go. Thank
and
you.
also, Tom Daley, very quickly, is also.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
He's not doing Strictly, is he?
No.
Hello, it's Madam
different
Time.
dance.
Splash.
And dive. Splash.
Tom Daley sent me a lovely little message on Twitter the other day. As did Example, by the way.
Oh, really?
Just saying good luck with your last few shows, which I thought was very, very sweet.
Yeah.
And do you...
I'm going to say Will again.
Yeah, he's there.
Yes, please.
Okay. So he sent me this lovely little message. Let me just read it to you. And he said, we were texting back and forth. So he's like, I've heard... so he missed me. I DJ'd at the Team GB Paralympic GB thing the other day. He said, oh, sorry I missed out, leave early. When's your last show? So I'm like, Friday. He's gone, that's sad. What have you got planned after? I'm in a musical, Jesus Christ Superstar, Find Lord Webber. Wicked. Where is the tour happening? London or on tour? And I went, on tour. And he goes, are you coming to Plymouth? And I went, if they build an arena there, yes. But it's an arena tour, so probably not. And he replied with, damn. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
But it's really weird, because when you have a bit of banter with him, there's a picture of me next to everything I write, and a topless picture of him next to everything he
It's
writes.
off-putting.
It really is, because I never know which is the right picture I'm meant to look at.
Sure.
But Tom has been very, very sweet, and we'd love to have him on the show. And he has sent us a little message.
Has he?
Oh.
And this is it.
Hi, Chris Moyles and the rest of the Breakfast Show crew. It's Tom Daley here. It's really sad to hear that you're all leaving the Breakfast Show. And I'd just like to say I'm going to miss every single morning when I'm driving to school, driving to training, listening to you lot. It's going to be really sad to not have you there anymore. But I wish you all the best in your future projects and the best of luck with absolutely everything.
Wow.
Thank you, Tom. And anyone notice he's got a massive trampoline as well.
Well, you know, that's his business, Dave, to be fair, you know.
Well, he deserves it.
It's like a spaceship.
Well done, Tom. Look at him. Hi, I'm TV's Tom.
I've got a massive trampoline.
Hi. Thank you, Tom. He's a nice guy. And well done for the Olympics, man. Absolutely brilliant.
And his A-levels. He got straight A's in his A-levels as well.
He did. I know.
Which is incredible.
And he's good looking, and he's got a great body.
Yeah, I just hate that.
But, you know what? I bet he's rubbish at song parodies.
Do you think?
Yeah. Probably not.
Good point.
58,000 text messages we've had so far.
Wow.
59,000 on mine.
Are we going to hit 100? That'd be great.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll hit 100 in the next hour.
81199 if you want to send us a little message. Or at Chris Moyles Show on Twitter. Either or, I'm sorry, I keep wanting to burp because of the breakfast that the guys made, which was brilliant. So look, if you text us on 81199, 81199, see how I'm doing that? Look, 81199. Just send us a message saying hi or bye or thanks or good riddance or stick your name in and we'll read a few of that out as well. So it's good.
Can any words go up on that screen or not?
Oh, not rude ones.
No, not rude ones.
What
But
words
for
do you wanna
instance, if
put
I
on
want to put like flapjack, could you put flapjack on there or not? Do you have to?
What, onto the screen?
Yeah.
Well, they
How
have
does
to
it work?
write it and make the graphic for it and then put it in. I don't think they can...
They can't just put flapjack up.
They're not really there just for that.
No,
really.
sure, I appreciate that.
Do you realise how busy these people are with the cameras and the lights and everything like that?
I just wondered how
they
many-
have to do everything. The VTs that come in.
Yeah,
now
true.
they're looking for the Foo Fighter, the Dave Grohl VT.
Oh, yeah.
Talked about it.
Yeah.
There's loads of other stuff. Yeah, you want them to drop everything and write the word flapjack.
Just whether they
Which
can.
means
or not.
nothing.
Put it on the screen.
Hang on.
Yeah!
You see?
Thank you, Will.
You
Spoiled,
you
Dom,
need to
do you
grow
know
up,
that?
Dominic.
You're
You do.
spoiled.
Happy now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Very happy. Thank you.
Every time you cut to Dominic, just put flapjack on the screen.
slapjack.
Yeah. Flapjack, flapjack, flapjack.
I love that.
Yeah. It's the last hour of the Chris Moyles Show. Friday morning, the weekend is here. 60 minutes left. Let's go. Ollie Murs and Dance For Me Tonight. Good old Ollie. He was in the other day, which is really nice.
Yeah.
He's genuinely like...
He's gutted, isn't he?
Oh, mate, I love your show, mate.
He's a proper... He knows more about the show than I do.
He really does. Right, so what am I doing now?
I've got something for you.
Oh, okay. But now, hang on. Have we got sad music?
We have, yeah. Well, the top row are happy and the bottom row are sad.
Do you mean
This is happy.
It's quite final, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you mean don't get the tissues out?
Oh, have you seen it? We've got boxes
not that
of
kind of
tissues
surprise.
sent
No,
in.
no, no. I mean for sadness and tears.
Yeah, look. How cool are these? They've
Do you know
just been sent in.
I think I am getting a little bit emotional.
Branded.
Yeah.
Get one of them in your hand. Thank you.
By the way, can I also say thank you to Scott Mills, who sent me some flowers, right? Which is really sweet.
And
Thank
they
you,
are
Scott.
Thank you,
watching.
Scott.
Beautiful flowers.
They're really lovely.
They're expensive. They're not from the garage. They're like from
Very
a proper
expensive.
florist.
Beautiful flowers.
Look at these. Look that Freya's got. Look. Hi, everyone. Ta-da. Thank you, Scott. That's very sweet. And Hugh Stevens has just dropped a card in as well, which is very nice. So, my little Radio 1 DJ family. And this is for you, Scott.
I don't know what he's saying.
I'll translate. I really, really, really like innuendo bingo with Scott Mills. He looks really good in just Speedos. Speedos. Time to say what have you got for us, Al?
So, the Chris Moyles Show have amazing listeners, and there are lots of fans out there of the show that are quite hardcore, in fact. They spend a lot of the time talking about the show, commenting, sometimes giving it positive criticism, other times just slagging us off, ripping into us. But it's all for the good of the show.
These are online friends.
These are online friends. There's a website called chrismoyles.net.
Yeah, which has been amazing. A guy called Chris set it up.
Chris Harris.
Like 98 something. And it's basically become a forum. The archive on there is immense.
Better than anything that we've ever had in our history.
If you want every single podcast that's ever been released, that website has them.
Right. Brilliant. Thank you to everyone at Chris Moyles.
Yeah, genuinely, thank you for all your support over the years.
So they wanted a way of saying goodbye, and what they've chosen to do is to write about, and this will set me off and put me at the edge. Really nice book. What they've done is
Alan's going to go.
I am actually. They have written.
Not like leave, like go in tears.
Show that to the camera.
They have written. Which camera? That one.
So camera aware.
How the show has affected them over the years, and everyone has. I'm going to show you this. Has written like a page each with photos of how they met the team, if they have.
Where's this from, Al?
So chrismoyles.net. All the forum users have
that's
sent
amazing.
each other the letters, had them published into like a book like this, and have sent the book in for us to see.
That's really nice. Thank you.
That's really lovely. Look, so there's like a letter, big letter.
Handwritten as well.
And then a picture of whoever the girl who wrote it with you, Dave.
That's Nicola Red.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because everyone looks so small on their avatars, on the actual, message boards. Wow, look at that.
And I read some of them and I had to stop because they're so nice that I got quite emotional.
And there's one from Denise, our most loyal American listener.
Oh, yes.
Who was at Sunny SoCal.
Sunny SoCal,
Denise Rayleigh.
Yeah, and when we were in America, she drove all the way to see us in LA. And there she is with us. Look, can you see that on the screen? There's me and her.
Wow.
A fat me and her, and then the boy. I'm not very good at this.
Dom and Dave.
Thanks, guys. That's very, very sweet.
You, genuinely.
Alan?
Yeah.
What do you want to say? Do you want to say thanks to them?
Do you know what? To think that you could produce the show and have so many people. Hang on, whoa.
Come on, Al.
That's
You've got to let it out at some point.
It's not a joke, I can't do it. You talk. The fact that you can do a radio show and have people so affected by what you do is very special. So, stop it.
Oh, stop.
And the fact that we may never work on the show again, that means that we can have that kind of effect. So it's very special and very nice. So thank you for everyone who's cared enough to write something for the book. That's what I'm saying.
Tina's gone for a tissue.
Oh, Tina's gone.
Don't put a camera on me.
She's got...
Notice Alan didn't say that. Right?
Yeah, Alan said put another camera on me. Which camera am I on? Can I get an additional angle?
Yeah.
And better lighting.
Yeah, can I have some more uplighting?
I tell you what, Tina, this is going to be a wonderful test for your waterproof mascara that you're sporting today, just in case things get a bit emotional. And
it's holding up so
Alex's
fine.
fault.
Sorry about that.
I'm fine.
Tina,
Yes.
you're right.
Yes. Oh, we've got another news to
Should we change the music?
Yeah, please
Yes,
do.
something.
Also,
Tina,
Yes.
thank you for everything.
Stop it.
what are you crying for? You still got a job.
Yeah, that's true.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah, get over yourself. Life goes on.
Alice Craig's is worried about his mortgage.
Well, actually, we've both still got jobs. So.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still doing the surgery, so I'm still only a phone away if you want to call.
Oh, man. I'm going the other way. I'm getting a bit hysterical.
Yeah, I am as well.
Oh, man.
Cause I saw the end.
Oh,
Before it began. Yes, I saw you were blind, and I knew I had won. So I took what's mine by eternal right.
Tina's really going for
Took
it.
your soul out into the night.
Close up, Will, close up.
It may be over, but it won't stop there. I am here for you, if you'd only care.
Other tissues are available.
Change my life and all my goals.
So it's a branding.
Branding.
Tina, there's branding all over that.
Tina!
You're having a sponsored cry there.
Shed your dreams and shed your bed. I know you well.
Go away, camera.
I've been addicted to you. Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my lover.
Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one. You have been the one for me.
Tina, the camera's always going to be on you because Will Kinder's doing this stuff, and you know, because you're female, you're lucky he's not zooming down your top.
Oh, there's a tear. Let me just follow it down. That's really good. It's artistic. It's artistic, Will. You're right, Tina.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, good. All right. That's very sweet from the Chris Moyles .net people. That's very, very special.
That's really nice. Thank you.
Do you know what? You should take that home and read it, and then we should hand it round.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think everyone should see this. It's very nice.
All right, 75,000 text messages have come into the show this morning, and I think the most, we'd lovely if we can get 100,000. And we're still trying to find this little video of Dave Grohl when he came on the show and did a little acoustic thing for us, which we may or may not. Oh, you have it now. Will has it now.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Good. Do you want to do
That's
it?
quick.
This is great, this.
Okay. I think if my memory serves me right, it starts with applause. So if we go applause into it, it'll be seamless.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
From April 2009, Dave Grohl came in and he sat in the live lounge and we just threw names of songs at him and he played them. And I watched this the other day, and it's Times Like These by Dave Grohl. And there's many things about what does the song mean? And I was trying to look up the meaning of it the other day, and there's loads of different meanings or potential meanings about it, and who knows what it's about. Some say it's about the band breaking up, sometimes it's about hard times and pushing through and da-da-da. I just like it. I think it's a really, really nice song, and it's a beautiful, lovely version they did on the show. Because it's ours from our show, I thought it'd be nice to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the live lounge, from the Chris Moyles show, ready? Doing Times Like These, this is Mr. Dave Grohl.
I'm a one-way motorway. I'm a road that drives away, follows you back home.
divided? Do we stay or run away? Leave it all behind. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time again. It's times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. It's times like these you learn to love again. It's times like these, time again.
Beautiful. Dave Grohl. Give us a smile, Dave. Ah,
Love that.
I love that. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
That's great.
I'm so pleased I found that the other day because I forgot all about it. And I just thought that it was such a lovely version.
It's one of those sort of magic moments, isn't it? You know, the same way that when Richard Ashcroft came in and he
Amazing.
played for us and Noel Gallagher and all these little things. I mean, that's timeless and classic.
So thank you to Dave. I love Dave. He's such a nice fella. And I was thinking about it. We've met so many times now. And I saw him at the Leeds Festival. And he's like... I'm always amazed at like how much he remembers, and it's to the point now where I just got to get over it and just get used to it. He's like, "Dude, you're leaving. Why are you leaving? Blah blah blah. And you've lost so much weight and this and the other." And I'm like, "Well, you remember who I am?" But it's now got to that point where it's like, "Dude, what are you talking about? Of course I remember who you are."
No, he's a gentleman, isn't he?
Yeah, really good. And they were awesome. I saw them in Leeds and Reading this year. I saw both. And in Reading, he did this big, long speech about how important that festival is to him and what it means to him, and when they've played it before and the first gigs he played, you know, as the Foo Fighters, when it's pretty much just him and It's amazing stuff. I love him. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And to prove just how awesome that is, and to if you didn't appreciate how good that is, this is DJ Fresh. Say that again, Alan. I was just writing a Twitter message.
So it's what?
Tweets,
then
video
what?
message, news, and then team last words.
Okay.
Right, we've got somebody's just tweeted about our show, and we're going to have a little guessing game. Unless you know, if you do know, you just get out of the game.
So I just stay off Twitter for a
Yeah, I
minute?
might know.
Yeah, are you ready? The final Chris Moyles show draws to a close. The end of an era. Good luck to all involved. A hard act to follow.
I know. 'Cause
I know
I
too.
do tweet it.
Now I know as well.
Oh, blimey.
But it's very impressive.
It's really, really nice, and I believe that was from Mr. Gary Lineker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely message.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
Gary, if you are listening, thank you very much
Thank you.
indeed.
Thank you.
It's very kind.
Vernon Kay says, it's the end of an era. A generation has lost a friend in the morning. It's been emotional. Pick a window, which is a private joke between me and him.
that was something that happened in Derry at the big weekend.
P.S. Can I now have the popcorn maker on your desk? So I've had this popcorn machine under my desk for
Oh, yeah, I
about
know.
2 years, and Vernon every Saturday sits at my desk, kicks his feet under the desk, hits it, and goes, "Oh, there's that blooming popcorn. We haven't taken it." And every 3 to 4 months, I get a phone call or a text on a Saturday morning, going, "Do you want that popcorn maker?" And I go, "Yeah, I do." "Oh, all right. Is that your soda stream?" And I have all these things over there. I go, "Yeah." "Do you want it?" "Oh, you can't just..." Right, bye. And I might not hear from him again for another 2 months. You haven't taken it. Do you want it?"
While on the subject of which, can I just do an internal memo?
Yes.
To save me emailing later. If anyone from BBC Resources or Management or whatever, I'll come in and clean my desk next week.
I'm doing mine next
I can't
week.
be bothered to do it today. I'll come in next week. So if you can just kind of leave it as it was, that would be lovely.
I've got to do my
Get it
locker
all
as well.
shifted out. Thanks.
I've done mine.
I've got stuff in my locker from 1999 or something, probably.
Do you know what I did?
I was going to nothing. I'll wait till the story.
I cleared my stuff out the other day, and in my drawers of my desk, I've obviously cleared them out before and arranged them, so I thought I had to go through everything. I had to throw a few bits and bobs away, but I kept loads of stuff. And I kept loads of stuff thinking, oh, you never know. One day I might be really pleased that I kept all this tat. It doesn't mean anything the day you put it in your drawer, or a month later, or a year later. So I went through, and there's loads of paperwork in there. There's the first ever script running order that I had for my first ever Radio 1 show. There's just loads of little notes, things. The first letter inviting me to host the Radio 1 Roadshow for a week.
Oh, yeah.
From your man in Manchester. And then a note afterwards saying thanks for that. And little notes from people and faxes that we used to get sent in and all these things. I kept it all and it's all good. And I thought, right. Oh, and by the way, and a wedge, Dave, of the Sky magazines with me naked on the front with Hughie and Ben.
I know. I've still got dozens of those.
Yeah.
I may have scanned one of them, I'm sorry, just in case they disappeared.
Brilliant. What, them? You can have one. I've got a box of them.
Do you know what? None of us come out of that looking good, I don't think.
I put one of the copies on Big Boss Ben's desk and he wasn't impressed.
A good review of me from Tracy McLeod, the journalist, and was very excited about that.
Wow, yeah.
And one other good review. 2 good reviews, I say, in
15
years of being on Radio 1. What's up?
We have a video message, a final video message before the news.
Before the news?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it means we'll be slightly late.
Do you know what?
But it's worth it. It's
Thank you, Gary Lineker, by the way.
Yeah,
thank you. And cheers and see you soon. Now, I don't know who this is from, so let's get Will to roll the tape. This is our final video message.
Chris, I represent Coldplay, the band, not the supermarket. Just to say, from us, well done and congratulations on running the breakfast show so well for such a long time with so many listeners. We wish you all the best in the future. I know you're going to do great, whether you choose to do swimming or singing or just keep DJing somewhere else. Anyway, we send you love and gratitude and wish you all the best. Good day to you, sir.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
That's lovely.
That's so sweet.
Chris Martin from Coldplay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. What a lovely thing. Wow. Right, that means we can play some Coldplay after the news.
Yeah.
That's my excuse. Lovely. Right, should we do the news?
Yeah.
Are you going to be all right, Tina?
Yeah. It's Dom I'm worried about.
It's my last ever one. It's probably the last time I'll ever read a news bulletin on the radio. Ever.
For Dom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, don't mess it up.
Yeah,
No
don't
pressure.
stuff it up.
And the last ever weather.
It never really
How will
was,
people
though, was
cope
it?
with... No.
Imagine if you get it right on the last one. What do you mean? Imagine that.
I always get it
Imagine
right.
if you say it's going to be sunny and it actually is sunny.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
No, you want to end as you've done the whole series, really.
What, inaccurately?
Yes.
Fluffing your way through it. So this is your last ever news bulletin on the radio.
Well, on Radio 1 and probably on the radio as well, I think, yeah.
Right, that deserves a
I'm going to do stuff on the radio, but it won't be news reading.
That deserves a we love you, Dom text to 81199. And can I start the ball rolling? I'm going to actually text into the show for you. 81199. Thank you, Dom, for all the news and inaccurate weather. There you are.
The news is accurate, it's just the weather.
Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, let's do the news then. Oh, no, wrong button.
Wrong button.
Sorry about that. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, no, serious news and then...
I know. I'll be serious. All right, there's 30 minutes of the show left. If you want to send a message to Dom or any of us on the show, 81199 is the number. So far, we've had 90,000 text messages. Can we hit 100,000 texts? 90,000, by the way, is Wembley Stadium at full capacity.
That's ridiculous, isn't it, when you visualise it like that?
Yeah. Told you we should have set up a premium rate text.
I know.
I thought we were. I thought that's why we're pushing it so hard.
£1.50 a text, come on. Half an hour left.
Listen, watch, share.
This is BBC Radio 1.
It's time for the news and sport with Dominic and Tina on Radio 1. It's 9:33.
There's anger after topless photos are published to the Duchess of Cambridge.
And Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United earlier.
Newsbeat.
Royal officials say Prince William is furious after a French magazine published topless pictures of his wife Kate. The photos were taken while the couple were on holiday together in the south of France last week. Here's Newsbeat's Anthony Baxter.
The pictures which appear in the French version of Closer have been published over 4 pages. The images are blurry and look to have been taken from a long distance. It's come out British newspapers were offered them but turned them down. Prince William has said in the past he thinks paparazzi contributed to the death of his mother Diana. He's promised to do all he can to protect his wife's privacy.
BBC Radio 1
Newsbeat. In other news, authorities in Libya have arrested several people following the deadly attack which killed the country's US ambassador. Christopher Stevens died on Tuesday. It says protests have continued to spread across North Africa and the Middle East over a US-made film that's said to be anti-Muslim. Here's Newsbeat's Steve Holden.
The protest began in Egypt, but the footage has now angered people in countries such as Iran, Iraq and Libya. A trailer of the film, which was made in the US, had been dubbed into Arabic and was promoted online. American officials say the video is no excuse for violence, but they have criticised its content.
The fallout following the release of secret papers on the Hillsborough disaster is continuing. There are now calls for a former MP to be stripped of his knighthood. Sir Irvin Patnick was one of the sources of the Sun story, which blamed fans for what happened. Joe Anderson is the mayor of Liverpool.
The damage that he caused to the families and the tarnishing of this city's reputation is incalculable, really.
Plans to make it easier for employers to sack workers are going to be set out this morning. The government wants to cut the number of expensive tribunals. I want to hear from you on this, especially if you run your own business. Would making it easier to get rid of people encourage you to employ more? You can text us 81199. Start the message with the word news. And weather forecasters say they can now predict cold winter weather an entire season ahead with much more confidence. The Met Office says it's developed a computer program to detect changes in the atmosphere 50 miles above the Earth.
Michael Owen says
That was Dominic Burns' last news. Thank you.
Still got the weather to go.
And now Tina's last sport bulletin on the Chris Moyles Show.
Thank you. No, don't do music like that. Normal sport music, please.
Okay.
Michael Owen says he might have been better off leaving Manchester United a season earlier. He was urged to stay at Old Trafford by Sir Alex Ferguson a year ago, but went on to make only 4 first-team appearances.
Yes, in hindsight, probably that extra year might have been better if I had moved in many ways, but in saying that, I was injured for most of that last year, so it was might not have mattered anyway.
In cycling, Mark Cavendish and Bradley Wiggins need to make up lost ground going into the 6th stage of the Tour of Britain heading into Wales. The pair are both more than 11 minutes behind the overall leader, Lee Howard. England bowler James Anderson says he'll respect any decision made over the future of Kevin Peterson. The batsman was dropped from the Test squad during the series against South Africa for sending provocative texts to rival players. And former world champion Ricky Hatton's expected to confirm that he's out of retirement this morning. Hatton hasn't been in the ring since being knocked out by Manny Pacquiao in May 2009.
I thought he was coming in to take over the breakfast show.
Imagine.
Yeah.
How long's he been retired?
3 years.
So does that mean I can come back in 2015?
Why not?
Brilliant. Love it. Thanks. By the way, we're still trending around the world on Twitter saying, bye Chris Moyles Show. Oh, thanks, guys. And like a few thousand text messages came in for you, Dom.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, saying goodbye and lots of luck for the future, and we love you.
Thank you
and
very
you're
much.
amazing. And wouldn't you sound great doing a more serious show somewhere, or as a clown?
Either or, it's fine. Do you want the last ever weather?
You gonna be all right doing it?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. The truth is, I don't really know what the weather's going to be like because I'm not very good at forecasting it.
8.5 years, we're used to that.
It's a bit windy, it's a bit of rain, a bit cloudy and sunshine, and 19 or 20 degrees. Bye-bye. 9:37.
So does we're off in 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to say anything? This will be your moment to kind of say whatever you want to say.
Can we each have a line, maybe? Let's say goodbye.
Dom, do you want to say anything?
I would. It's hard, isn't it? Because I don't really know what you should say. But when I started the show, my boy Finn was 6 months old, and now he's 9. And I've had 2 other children since then as well. So it's been a gigantic part of our lives as a family, and also for me personally and professionally. And I just feel very proud of what we've done, because I don't think people will repeat what we've done. And I've personally, I'm not going to cry, I'm fine. But I've loved it, and I feel very, very proud. And thank you very much to everyone who's listened, and also who's got in touch on text and emails and Twitter and everything. And I will miss it, but I'm very proud of what we've done. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
Much like Dom, just want to say thank you very much to everybody who's listened over the years. Very proud of everything we've done. Worked with some great people and done some great things. And thank you very much. Without you, we wouldn't be here.
Thank you to you guys, first of all, for picking me 3 years
To
ago.
be fair, it was a very short list. Sorry. No, it was between you and one other, and Dave just.
They had really bad beer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. No, thank you, genuinely. Thank you for letting me be part of something very, very special. Thank you to the listeners. I've had some of the best times of my life on this show, and I will miss you guys. I'll miss the listeners. Thank you.
Right down. You were so close to going.
Stop.
She's gone.
Al? I'm close to getting before I started.
Deep breath.
Hang on. I was 6 when I sent my first radio show to my gran when she lived abroad. I was 14 on the day when I got my first radio show on hospital radio. And throughout the whole time, all I wanted to do was work on the Radio 1 breakfast show. I never thought when I was growing up that I'd be doing it for 9 years. Don't laugh, Chris.
It's lovely, man.
I never thought I would make so many amazing friends in the process and get to do so much stuff. And just want to say that I love you guys, and I love the audience that we've met throughout the whole process, and what an amazing place radio has been and Radio 1 still is. And I hope Grimmy has a fraction of the fun that we've had on this show, and he will find it amazing. And good luck to Matt as well. Thanks, guys.
Nice. It's good, man. Freya, do you want to say anything?
I just want to say it's been a privilege to work with you all and to work on the show and to work with you, Chris.
Cheers. Wow, that was more serious and emotional than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Can I say we've gone over 100,000 texts?
Wow, have we?
Yes.
Oh, mine's not refreshed. Mine says 66,000. Thank you. Why have I got the oldest computer in the building?
Click the auto refresh.
Yeah,
button.
auto refresh.
Okay.
Tick the box, Dave.
I wrote something on Twitter yesterday, and to which one of the replies was, are you drunk? And I wasn't. It was just to say that I just had the best time ever. And I've had a few lows, but mainly like a gazillion highs doing the show. And it was my dream to do it. And it's been like so much better than you could ever imagine it to be. And Nick just have the best time. It's the best job in the world, and you get a lot of grief for it, for doing it, and there's a lot of crap that comes with it, but it's all worth going through all of that. And I think Nick will have he might have a little rough time at the beginning from the Moyles people, the fans of ours, but I hope they all kind of give him a try and all that and tune in. But it's been awesome, and thanks to the team who have been great. Genuinely love them, and the listeners who are more than just people who listen to a show. Like, our die-hard fans are awesome. And we'll all go off and do other things, and I hope you kind of chip in and out of the stuff that we do, be it Dom or Tina or Dave or me or Al or Freya. You know, we're all on Twitter. It's a new world where you can follow us whatever we do, whether we stay in this country or we leave and go to do something else in another land. And it's been, my voice is going, but I'm genuinely so excited and happy to have got here without being literally frog marched out of the building. Because I said to Andy Parfitt years ago, when I leave this place, it won't be good because I'll be fired and dragged out by my hair. And the fact that I haven't, and Jeff Smith, Andy Parfitt and Ben Cooper, thanks. And thanks to everyone who's worked on the show. There's just too many people to mention. And all the people who've supported the show, because that's a huge long list. So 100,000 texts on the last show. It's wicked. We're a tough act to follow. It's great. So long, and thanks for all the fish.
In one single moment, your whole life can turn round.
There you are. There's the streets and dry your eyes. Hey, there you are, Mike Skinner. Who'd have thought? And I just
That's incredible, isn't it?
Coming.
Who would have thought that he would feature on your final show?
We can go for a drink now. Me and Mike. Wow, that was really lovely. What a lovely little moment. And, I think a nice, happy, emotional feeling rather than kind of getting too blubbery.
Yeah, absolutely
You're going to blub, though, aren't you?
Do you know what? It's done. I've done it now. I think I've had my tears.
Really?
Yeah, from here on in, it's the drink in whichever bar we end up in today. I'm looking forward to it.
I thought you said from here on in, if there are tears, it is the drink.
It's just the drink.
Done blubbing.
It's the drink. That's what we're doing.
Nick sat at home in tears with our 3-year-old on her lap, Tilly, and Tilly's just turned around to Nick and said, "Mummy, just take a deep breath."
Get a grip, Mummy.
Morning, Nick.
I love that. That's great. Well, I've had a lovely day today. I've dreaded for a while doing the last show. And when I say a while, like in the last few years, once, panic and terror started coming in on a weekly basis, thinking we'd never make it to Friday.
Yeah.
And then I've looked forward to the show, and I didn't think I'd be in this situation. So I'm really pleased, because this is my dream job, and it's finished. It's over, and it's got to end at some point. And as James said yesterday, so why not end it now? So and we got loads of things. We got loads of new things we're going to do, and everyone's going off and doing things, and we're unsure about other things, and it's great.
Yep,
it's all
good.
Fine. I'm all right, because I managed Nick Grimshaw, so I signed him up.
That was a good move, that wasn't it? Signing him up.
And I've also just started managing Greg, just in case. So I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah. Anyway, we should play a jolly record after listening to the sad record.
Yeah, no more, please, no more.
I love strings. I can't help myself. I'm a sucker for the strings. Let's have some more.
Moyles Show, it's the final show today.
Let's play a big song.
BBC Radio 1.
Come on! Thank you to Chris for sending us that lovely little message as well. Coldplay, one of our favourite songs, and the brilliant Viva La Vida.
The Chris Moyles Show, it's the final show today. BBC Radio 1.
I've just written a little message, which I'm going to hold up for the cameras.
Oh, yeah.
This is only for people watching. There you go.
Yeah. Should used a bigger pen.
I second that.
It's a good message.
Yeah, it's basically buy shares in our new company.
Yes.
That's obviously. Now, I just want to say thank you for everyone for listening. And the text messages, we had a text message from the people who run the text messaging that Radio 1 uses, the actual system, operating system and all of that.
Console, it's called, isn't it?
And there's been a bottleneck of texts.
Yeah.
So we've had 120,000 text messages since the start of the show. And they sent a message basically saying, yes, you've pretty much broken the equipment, so...
Gonna miss you guys.
We also,
they say, gonna miss you.
We in turn have to apologise to our other radio colleagues, don't we, across different
Sadly,
networks who will also be experiencing delays and problems today as a result
does
of-
it?
Yeah, well, it must do, because they all use the same system, I think, don't they?
We hope to have normal service resumed
So
shortly.
apologies to Radio 2, Radio 5 Live, Radio 4,
Asian Network.
Yeah.
One extra.
So, thank you for being with us. Whether you've listened since me and Dave were on in the early mornings, or the afternoon shows we did for 5.5 years.
I know.
Or the just over 8.5 years of the morning show, the Chris Moore show, breakfast show, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for supporting us. And with the risk of sounding ridiculously cheesy, for making all our dreams come true.
That was a bit cheesy.
I know. Yeah.
Can we do that again?
So, yeah.
Right.
So on behalf of all of us on the Chris Moore show, thank you. for making all our dreams come true.
Much better.
Yes.
Much better.
That was much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, much more, yes.
Authentic.
Less cheesy.
Yeah.
But genuinely, thank you for paying our wages for 15 years.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But we also pay them as well because we also have a license.
That's true. Good point. Good point.
That's it then. Almost time to go.
Get to the TV.
Sarah is next in for fun. If you want to watch the last bit of the show, hit the red button, get to the website. It's almost time to say goodbye. And let's play out with our Chris Moyles Show Orchestra for the final time. Thanks, Sandy, for making that. Thank you, everybody. And from the Chris Moyles Show, goodbye.
The Chris Moyles Show. It's the final show today. BBC Radio 1.
I said it a million times, and I'll say it again. Goodbye and thank you.
The time has sadly come for us to say goodbye. We want to leave you all with a tear in your eye. We've had a lot of fun. We moaned when we were tired. And every single month we came close to being fired. So thanks for tuning in. But now it's time for us to say goodbye.
For more than 8 years, we entertain the nation.
On Radio 1, the world's greatest radio station.
We hope we made you smile and made you laugh out loud.
And in return, that makes us all very, very proud.
Thanks for tuning in, but now it's time to say goodbye. We have got to say goodbye, even though we want to stay. It's now time for us to go, but we might be back one day. Time to go, 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 time to go. So sing with us across the land. The jingle's great, it costs 10 grand. One more time before we go. It's goodbye from the Chris Moyles Show.
Goodbye from me, Dave.
Goodbye from me, Dom. Thanks for listening.
I'm Tina. Bye-bye.
And goodbye from me, Aled.
Alan, it's not about you. It's about all of us.
Goodbye now, the Chris Moyles Show. Bye 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 now. Chris will miss you. Moyles Show. Bye now, the Chris Moyles Show. We've had some fun on the Radio 1, but it's over. He's still the savior. He's still the savior. Goodbye from the Chris Moyles Show. The Chris Moyles Show.
Goodbye, Great Britain.
This is
Sarah Cox.
on BBC.